What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, guys, back basketball live with Lewis and D. Now, this game with the Thunder and the Rockets, I guess it ran over, so this game is actually still on, guys. Um, but OKC upset the Rockets, even things, and a three-pointer thrown in half court at the end by House Jr. It might actually count and change the score to 117 to 114. No one was defending him. He just heaved in a three-pointer behind the daggone half the court. The Rockets hit 58 threes and lost, they said. And James Harden knocked down the sign. James Harden's upset. He knocks down the sign. Wow, that's funny. Yeah, guys, so they're just talking to Chris Paul right now. Um, I don't know. It seems like this game ran off over, but they need to just get off the interviews and get to the Miami Heat game, man. I didn't want to see interviews with Chris Paul. They won. But the Rockets are upset again. 114, 117. It was actually 117, 111, but right at the end, House Jr. tossed up this three-pointer, man, from behind the court. It was kind of a wild shot. Gideon, Brandon Nicholson, Ron Cohen. What's up, fellas? Ron says the Rockets show their way, taking the lead. The Thunder shot their way out of the game in the fourth quarter. Bro, it was just crazy game. All of those three-pointers, man. It's crazy that you make that many threes and lose the game. Ridiculous. How close do y'all think this would have been with Russell Westbrook playing? You guys think, how much of a difference you guys think Russell Westbrook would have made in this game here? Oh, damn, I forgot to send you the link. Uh-oh. Lewis. I don't know if Lewis know he on the mic. Oh, all right. It had the sound in the background. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Good. It could. I thought Houston was going to win this. I missed on this game. I sent you that link to those. Yeah. Well, guys, you got Boston that cleaned it up with the sweep. Toronto cleaned it up with the sweep. So we'll see if Miami Heat can get it done and clean it up with the sweep. I'm pretty sure these teams could use a little rest, a little extra rest. You know what I mean? No harm in that. But what do you guys think? G Money, Ron Cohen. What do you guys think the chances are for the Heat to clean this up? I think they're playing better ball than Indiana. The defense is the factor, you know. they're keeping their points down. So, I mean, Lewis in the building. All right, we gotta.
Can you guys hear me?
No, that was Lewis. You can hear me, Lewis?
Yeah, but I hear an echo.
Oh, I don't hear. I think I do hear the echo. Yeah. Might not work. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Oh, I got it. Hey, Lewis. You know, under your settings, audio, if you go to like cam mic settings,
What's up?
and go to audio, put it on the communications microphone. Think it
Are you
cut
talking about?
the echo out
Are you talking about on the speaker or the mic?
on the mic.
Let me see. Did that work?
I don't hear an echo. Yeah, I hear no echo anymore.
Let me see. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm hearing an echo from your end. I don't know if that's on me. Let me just see.
Nah, it's probably mine.
Yeah, I put it on communication times. Let me see. Let me see. All right, do you hear? All right, can you hear me now? I don't hear the echo anymore for me.
You don't hear any echo?
No, I still hear echo on your end.
What you have it on?
I put it on communications for both channels. For both stream yards.
Yeah, I might have to shut this one down. It don't sound like this one works. All right, man, I'm gonna come over there to your channel. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Don't worry.
Chen Smoke, we both sound good in the stream.
You said Chen says we both sound good on the stream?
Yeah, he says we both sound good in the stream, but it's just when we talk to each other, there's an echo.
Well, if it don't bother you, it don't bother me.
All right, man. The game has already started, so we got a 6-3 score. Indiana's up by 3. So all right, nice pass by that was Duncan. No, Goran Dragic passed it over to Jimmy Butler, but he missed. All right, here comes Malcolm Brogdon. All right, guys, smash it like it. That's subscribe. So we're gonna try to do this game, even though the R echoing is better on our end. Victor Oladipo takes it to the rack. He scores. Indiana's off to an 8-3 start. All right, so after this play, D will take over real quick. See, everything's good with him. So Jimmy Butler gives the ball to Bam Adebayo, gives it to Goran Dragic, to Dragon. Breeze fire. Goes around T.J. Warren. Gets around T.J. Warren again. He stops. Keeps looking, gives it to Duncan Robinson, comes off the screen, gets double, goes all the way to the rack, kicks it out to a wide open Jay Crowder for 3, and he drains it. And did that? I don't think that counted. That was a 24-second violation, so the basket will not count. All right, so it's a Miami Heat turnover. There's head coach Eric Spoelstra. D, if you're all good, you could take over, man. So take it away, my brother.
All right. So we got Bam Adebayo come down with the rebound. Here come Bam on the wing. Get the ball to Duncan Robinson, shoot to 3, and bottom of the net, Duncan Robinson to bring them within 2 points, 6-8. Indiana up on top. Malcolm Brogdon with the ball. Got Jay Crowder on the defense. Kicks it to Oladipo. Oladipo over to Miles Turner for 3, and Miles Turner can't hit. Here comes Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder for the Miami Heat at the top of the key. Gets the ball over to Gordon Dragic. Dragic dribbles down inside. Kicks the ball back out to Crowder. Crowder over to Bam Adebayo shoots the inside jumper and drains it. So it's a tie game, guys, 8-8. Take it away, Lewis. Let me see how.
All right, give me a second. Okay, got it. Malcolm Brogdon's got the ball, gives it to TJ Warren, gives it back to Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon Malcolm Brogdon goes left, goes on the baseline, tries to kick it out. He gives it to Justin. Was that Justin Holiday? Yeah, but he misses the three. Rebounds to Jimmy Butler. What an outlet pass to Jay Crowder with the left-handed layup. He scores. Miami takes their first lead of the game, 10-8. Back comes Malcolm Brogdon. All right. Jay Crowder flashes like he's going to show double. Oh, but Victor Oladipo was in the backcourt. He didn't even go past backcourt. So that was a terrible pass by Malcolm Brogdon, and Indiana turns it over. Nice outlet pass right there by Jimmy Butler to Jay Crowder on that fast break. That's one, guys. That's the textbook fast break. It's always a beautiful, type of break when you execute it real well. So Miami's on a 7-0 run. They were down 8-3. They lead 10-8. So Goran Dragic gives the ball to Bam Adebayo, guarded by Miles Turner, gives it back to Goran Dragic. Dragic drives left, loses the ball. Adebayo recovers the ball, drives on Miles Turner with the left, uses his pivot, nice spin, half spin, took the hook shot, he scores. Now it is 12-8. Oladipo comes back down the floor, gives it to Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm crosses over on Goran Dragic, tries to cross over, drives to the middle, kicks it out to Justin Holiday, wide open in the corner for three, and he gets the bounce. Nice, rattles in. The score is 12-11. Take it away, D.
All right, so Jay Crowder shoots a three, and he shoots an air ball. And here comes Miles Turner at the top of the key, kicks the ball back to Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon shoots the three. Brogdon can't hit. And Miles Turner smacks the ball out to TJ Warren. TJ gets it to Oladipo. Oladipo inside with the layup. 13-12, 1-point game. Indiana back on top. Comes Gordon Dragic down in the middle. Dragic takes the ball up. Miles Turner smacks it away. Crowder gets it to Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo, short jump hook inside. He scores. So we got a back and forth game so far, 14-13. Miami back on top. Malcolm Brogdon coming across the line with the ball. Brogdon got Duncan Robinson on the defense at the top of the key. Finds Oladipo. Oladipo steps back for the three-pointer. Can't hit. Bam Adebayo with the rebound. Here comes Jimmy Butler to bring the ball across court for the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler out on the way. Gets the ball to Bam Adebayo at the top of the key. Over to Jay Crowder, and a foul is going to be called on Victor Oladipo. What they need to see from Oladipo, he's got to get more involved in this game.
All right, guys. So we got a timeout. 6:06 remaining in the first quarter. Score is Heat 14, Pacers 13. So it looks like we're going to have ourselves a close game. Salute to the chat. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to both Speaking My Sports Talk and to Lewis Sports Network. Okay, so let me just go through the chat real quick. Shout out to Brandon. He says, "What up, D?" Ron says, "What up, D?" G Money said, "Pacers have not won a playoff series since Game 6 against the Cavs 2018. Ron says, "Houston are their own worst enemy." Yeah, as you noticed with that loss today, it seems like Miami's just a little bit better than Indiana. Yeah, but the way you're looking at it right now, they are. They have the three-point shooting. They have the defense. Their issue is when they get into droughts, they don't have that superstar player that's able to get them out of a drought. Shout out to Yossis. Appreciate you. Shout out to Anonymous. Houston and that small ball crap is not working. 57 threes is so crazy to me. It can work. Their problem is that they just got to move the basketball and they just got to run plays. When they settle for those 57 to 61 threes, the only way that they're going to win is if they're knocking down like at least about 29 or 30 of those. But if they're not knocking those down, it becomes a liability. So shout out to Chopstick. Whispering in Sean Kemp voice. Kobe Stopper. He's talking about from yesterday with the Kobe video. All right, shout out to Chopstick. We need more people in here, man. Be right back. I'm going to put the link on Facebook and IG. Shout out to Anonymous. Appreciate that. G Money says, Heat have not swept the series since they swept the Bobcats in 2014. And he also says the teams are 138-0 and leading 3-0. So there's the math. Basically, no one's ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win a series. It's just been pretty much impossible. Oh, no. Shout out to you, Brandon. Salute. I mean, I saluted you earlier.
What up, fam?
All right, man. But you guys have been obviously you guys have been as good. Just trying to deal with me and D, just trying to set things up, man. But again, guys, appreciate you guys being here. Again, as always, we always say, encourage you guys to like the video and make sure to share on your social media platforms. So they're showing pretty much a recap of the series of the first 3 games between these two teams. Obviously, Miami's up 3-0, and they're trying to go for the sweep today. They would be the 3rd East team to sweep. They would join Toronto and Boston because they got rid of their sweeps yesterday. So they would be the 3rd team to sweep. And then they would wait the winner between the Bucks and the Magic. And the Bucks went up 3-1 earlier. And tonight, remember, guys, next game is Lakers and Blazers in Game 4. So if the Blazers tie up that series, I mean, we could have 3 series that are tied at 2 games apiece in the Western Conference. But we'll see if that happens in Game 4.
All right. And we could have 3 sweeps here if Miami get it done.
That's right.
So Toronto swept and Boston swept already.
Exactly.
Lewis, I just checked on both of our channels and I hear no echo. Not in the crowd.
Yeah, everybody else is saying that they don't hear anything, so they're saying that it's fine. But for some reason, when I'm hearing you talk, for some reason there's an echo there. So I don't know what's going on in terms of that.
Yeah, same thing here. Like I can hear the echo and you can hear it, but we can't hear it on they can't hear it on our channel, so we good. Let's rock.
All right, man. Do the best we can with that. So just got to deal with it anyway. Yeah, Anonymous is saying you guys are fine. Brandon says he don't think the Blazers could beat the Fix. Oh, no, yeah, but that's baseball money. We're talking about basketball. It's never been done in basketball. So if I would have said sports, the first team I would have mentioned was Boston. Take it away, D. We're back.
Hold on, you take it for a second.
Hold on, I didn't even hear that echo. Victor Oladipo shoots a 3. Well, I hear the echo. I just couldn't hear the words. Misses the shot. Here's Goran Dragic. The Dragon gives the ball to Bam, who gives it right back to Goran. Shoots a left-handed floater from the top of the key, but he can't hit just above the free throw line. Bam with the offensive rebound. Gives it to Jay Crowder, who then gives it right back to gives it to Andre Iguodala, who just checked in. Jay Crowder takes a fade back 3, but barely hits the rim, side rim. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon. So here come the Pacers right back. Gives the ball to Miles Turner. Miles Turner then gives the ball to T.J. Warren. All right, T.J. Warren's going back. He's got Bam on him. Gives the ball to Justin Holiday, then gives it back to T.J. Warren. Shoots a 3-pointer, knocks it down. Swish. Indiana retakes the lead at 16-14. We're reaching the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. So here comes Goran Dragic. Gives it to Duncan Robinson coming off the screen. Duncan Robinson shoots a left-hand 3. He can't hit. Rebound is to T.J. Warren. All right, here come the Pacers. Spread out. T.J. Warren gets the ball. A screen is set by Justin Holiday. He gets switched with Andre Iguodala. Gets open Justin Holiday for 3, but he can't hit the 3. That ball is short. Rebound is to Bam. Gets it right back to Goran Dragic. Turns on the Jets. Tries to go left, but nice stop by Brogdon. Oh, but nobody blocks a cutting Jay Crowder to the rim. Nice bounce pass by the Dragon.
Wow.
And he tied the game at 16. All right, go ahead.
No way they should have left him on. Go ahead. I think I'm behind on you, so you keep rocking. I'm gonna catch up.
All right, man. Wow. Oladipo fell asleep. He kept his head turned the entire way, and Jay Crowder snuck by him from the 3-point line. Those are those coach-killing plays when you don't see aware of where people are on the floor. Goran sits. All right, so Tyler Hero just checked in. All right, so that's Aaron Holiday, I believe, that just checked in as well. Jakar Sampson is in as well. Malcolm Brogdon crosses over left, right, takes it all the way to the rack. That's a tough angle, but he can't hit. I think that's good. No, that's Bam who has the ball. Crosses over, pushes off. Clearly, that's an offensive foul. Did they call an offensive foul? I got 401.
Oh, I'm right where you are. Okay.
All right. So wait, did they call
So
a blocking
Malcolm
foul?
Brogdon with the ball. Are they on the court? TJ Warren with the ball. Kick the ball over to Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon out on the wing. Brogdon drops down inside. Back to TJ Warren. TJ Warren scores with the short jump hook inside. 18-16. Indiana back on top. Here comes Tyler Hero. Gives the ball to Bam Adebayo. Back to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero spins down inside. Kicks it to Bam Adebayo. Bam, one-on-one. Turn around, jump hook, Bam, can't hit. Rebounded by Oladipo. Here comes Oladipo, brings the ball across for Indiana. Oladipo almost loses the ball, but picked up by TJ Warren. TJ Warren. Good defense by the Miami Heat. And Oladipo for the three-point up top, but he can't hit. And Tyler Hero will come down with the ball for the Miami Heat. Looks like Tyler Hero is looking for instruction from Spo. Got Brogdon on defense. Nice give and go by Bam and Tyler Hero, but it looked like it was a foul called on Oladipo. Did they call that on Oladipo on this?
I think so.
Oh, wow. That was crazy. I guess because they have possession of the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I could think of because it looked like, good gosh, Derek Cho Jr. Are we at the same place, Lewis? Am I ahead or behind you?
I was behind you, so now I'm trying to get the other stream to work.
Oh, okay.
So just rock until I get another one.
All right, well, they went on commercial, so that's perfect timing. Yeah, I think we might have been on a different one, so I just sent you a private message. But anyway, guys, so it's starting off looking like this is going to be a competitive game. This is what we want to see. Houston Rockets today. Boy, I thought they were really going to close that game out. But I guess, I was saying too, was that three-man punch Schroeder, Shy, and Chris Paul, man, they killed them. They killed them these last two games. They were balling. 73 points the last two games, 72 points today. Like those three guys, man, they're gonna be hard for anybody in the league to defend when they get going.
Yeah, they were killing. I saw that Dennis Schroeder had 30 off the bench. So he played well. Chris Paul played well. So they were able to do their thing. And Houston settled for too many 3-point shots. Like they were cooking early, and then that just ended that. After that,
right?
They started to shoot too many after that.
Yeah, I agree. Chain TC in the building. What's good with you, Chain? Appreciate you coming through, fam.
What's going on? Oh. All right. Let me just see if I can get back.
You on buff or crack? That sounds funny.
Right.
Yeah. Like you on buff or you on crack? Oh, I'm on that crack. I'm actually on both right now, so let me know which one you get on. You know what I mean? And then I just cut the other one off. Both of them running pretty good over there.
All right, real quick, shout out to Owen Lender Hanna. He's a South Floridan, so shout out to you. Appreciate you. We're from different places. I'm from NY, and D is he's in the DC
I'm from
area,
Richmond, Virginia, but I'm out in Columbus, Ohio. That's where I live at now.
So yeah, he's in Ohio now. But salute to you for being here. So appreciate that. Again, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to the Lewis Sports Network and Speak to Your Mind Sports Talk. And welcome to the stream. Owen, appreciate you being here. It's cool to see a Heat fan in here. So that's awesome. It's cool to know. All right, let me just check. See if
All
this
right,
will work.
guys. So Tyler Hero, right at the free throw line, jump shot. He ties the game up. 18-18, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Malcolm Brogdon gives the ball to T.J. Warren. T.J. Warren got Derrick Jones Jr. on the defense, back up to Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon out on the wing, calls for the screen, dribbles around the screen, takes the jump shot, drains it, bottom of the net, Malcolm Brogdon. So it's a 2-point lead. Indiana back on top. Tyler Hero coming down with the ball. Kelly Olynyk in the game has the ball at the top of the key. And looks like a loose ball foul call. I think it's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. So 16 seconds on the shot clock. Ball in foul. Miami will bring the ball in. So inside to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero gets it out to the corner. Brogdon on the defense. Cross corner to Duncan Robinson. Over to Kelly Olynyk. 3 seconds to shoot. Olynyk dribbles down inside. Lays the ball up. Can't hit, but gets a tap on his own putback. And Olynyk with an offensive rebound and the score there. Tyler Hero comes down in the middle. Shoots the short jumper. Off the glass. Can't hit. Andre Iguodala in the game for Miami. Drives down in the lane. Looks like it's an offensive foul on the Miami Heat. Y'all set, Lewis?
Still behind. Wonder why my screen's lagging right now. Yeah, on both.
Wow. All right.
I'm gonna get in there.
I got you. All right, guys. So another turnover. The Indiana Pacers give the ball right back. Travel. Gordon Dragic with the ball. He'll bring it across the court for the Miami Heat. 2020 tie game, guys. Heat with a chance to take the lead. Derrick Jones Jr. with the ball out on the wing. Derrick Jones Jr. missed Olynyk inside. He was wide open. Tyler Hero takes the jump shot. Tries to get the contact, but doesn't get it. Here comes the Indiana Pacers. And Warren inside. He can't hit the turnaround jumper. Comes Gordon Dragic. Got Holiday on the defense. Gordon Dragic shoots the layup on Holiday. Can't hit. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon for the Indiana Pacers under a minute on the game clock. Malcolm Brogdon taking his time at the top of the key. Dribbles around the screen. Malcolm Brogdon kicks the ball inside. And looks like a travel. He got away with a travel there. Oladipo for the three, but yeah, they did call the travel. So, oh, come on, man. Stop crying. You know you travel. They killed me with all that, man. You know you traveling. You took about 6 steps back, Sam.
Right.
That's so funny. All right, guys. So Dragic at the top of the key, 18 seconds on the shot clock, 8-second differential. And T.J. Warren with the steal, but they're going to call the foul. There was kind of a lot of contact here. So I think that was a good. What happened? What happened? Did they call it on Dragic? Dragic, I mean? Oh, that might have been on Dragic. He tried to play it off, too. Look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm slightly behind, but not too much. So I'll just try to rock with it, man.
That's all right. Take it over. Let's get some Lewis content in there. Take it over, fam.
All right, so Goran Dragic is actually going to the free throw line. So the foul was actually on T.J. Warren. 13.7 seconds remaining. Again, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channels, both channels. All right, the Dragon, fire-breathing dragon, Goran Dragic at the free throw line, and he misses the first one, rattles in and out. Score is tied at 20 with 13.7 seconds as we see the virtual fans of Miami And again, salute to everyone that is here in this stream for both Speaking Mind and for Louis Sports Network. Appreciate that.
What up, Jay? What up, Brandon?
All right, man, as we get ready for that second free throw is good. All right, and now the Heat take the 21-20 lead, so we got a low-scoring first quarter. All right, so Malcolm Brogdon with the ball. Pacers get the last shot of the quarter, 10 seconds remaining. Brogdon puts the ball between his legs, crosses over. Nice hezzy move, pump fakes, tries to step through, takes a shot, and he knocks down a difficult shot. Nice play by Malcolm Brogdon with 0.7 remaining. 22-21 Pacers, and the quarter is over, and Bam doesn't even take an attempt. So nice shot by Brogdon to end the first quarter. It was a game of two different runs, but low scoring. So at the end of one, guys, Miami with a 3-0 lead in this series, are trailing by the score of 22-21, so it's a close game. And it looks like TJ Warren was looking at the referee. I'm guessing he wasn't happy about that last call that was put on him with Goran Dragic. So
all right.
Better be careful not to get yourself a technical. You guys are down 3-0 now. Last thing you need is to give the referees to give you to fire up that technical foul. And so, all right, it's a 1-point lead for the Indiana Pacers. So, defensive battle so far in the first quarter.
You know, the referees been hot on that whistle, man. They've been wasting no time giving these guys the technical foul. So, they got to be careful with that, man. But just like you said, you know, you're down 3-0. You know, the odds are already stacked against you. You really don't need that. So curse the Rockets again. Glenn Avery, what's up with you, my brother? Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, we got the Indiana Pacers, Miami Heat, Glenn. All right, guys, so we back. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Louis.
Give me 1 second, man. I'll be right back, all right? Take over for now.
Oh, all right. I got you. They're showing LeBron. God knows. We'll see LeBron play tonight. We don't need to see LeBron right now. Let's show the Pacers versus the Heat. Little dog is always fussing. All right, guys. So TJ Warren with the ball. Oh, they showing some replays. I thought that was live action for a second there. Oh, to my brother Glenn in the building. He definitely showing it. All right, guys. So we're on a timeout right now. Pretty even game. I mean, guys they're switching well, getting to their defensive spots well. You know, you got to depend on defense. Of course, I'm going to go with Miami Heat. They're playing better defense, you know. But Pacers lead the first quarter, so we'll see if they can keep this up. See what they got the Holidays up there: Drew Holiday, Justin Holiday, Aaron Holiday, all the Holiday brothers in the NBA. Who has the most points this season? I would say Drew Holiday, maybe. I don't know. Who y'all think? Who has the most points this season? Don't go looking it up either. I'm off the top of it, though. I say Drew Holiday got the most, maybe not. Gideon, what's up with you, brother? Pacers hanging tough. Yeah, they are. They are. Nobody wants to get swept, man. You know what I mean? So I picked the overs on this game because I'm like, the Pacers are going to ball out. Nobody wants to get swept. They still might lose, but they might ball out, trying, you know, in an effort to not get beat. So Gordon Dragic kicks the ball across to Tyler Hero inside to Jones Jr. Tyler Hero almost loses the ball. 5 seconds to shoot. Hero drives down inside. And Derek Jones Jr. blocked by Miles Turner, but he gets the ball back. Is it a 24-second violation? And yes, it is. They're going to call 24-second violation. Great defense. Nice block by Miles Turner down inside. 21-22. Indiana on top. Just the start of the second quarter. And here comes Oladipo with the ball. Gets the ball over to Holiday. Holiday back across corner to Oladipo. Oladipo faces three. Drives down inside, but he brings the ball back behind the line. Has Tyler Hero on the defense. Oh, what happened? My stream froze for a second there, guys. All right, sorry. All right, I'm back now. So Gordon Dragic at the top looked like it was a miss by the Indiana Pacers. Gordon Dragic stepped back and drains a baseline jumper. So Miami back on top, 23-22. Let me know when you're ready, Lewis. Here comes Oladipo at the top of the key. Got Derek Jones Jr. on the defense. Oladipo gets the switch. Has Tyler Hero on him. Oladipo dribble. Drives down inside, Euro step. Oladipo step back jumper, bangs it. Back and forth game here. Here comes the Indiana Pacers back on top, 24-23. Tyler Hero with the ball. Gives it to Gordon Dragic. Back over to Tyler Hero. Thinking about getting it to Olynyk down inside. And nice hand by Oladipo. Tyler Hero loses the ball. And another steal by the Pacers. So Oladipo drives on Tyler Hero. He loses the ball, but Turner picks it up, drives inside, misses the layup, but gets his own tip and puts it back. So it's 26-23. Second quarter, 10 minutes left. Here comes Jones Jr. Kicks the ball to Tyler Hero for three. Bottom of the net, 25-26. Tyler Hero smash. And I apologize, guys. Tie game. My man, Mr. Two Hands in the building. He says Adebayo's going ham on Crowder. Has been gemmed all playoffs too, no doubt.
I'm back, D.
McDermott misses the three, but Miles Turner strong on the boards inside with another putback, 28-26. Indiana up by two. Take it away, Lewis.
All right, here comes Gordon Dragic coming down the floor, 28-26, Indiana. Goran goes through a screen by Derek Jones Jr. He fakes, gives the ball to Derek Jones at the top of the free throw line, gives it right back to Goran Dragic. Goes around Holiday and Miles Turner, goes out of bounds, and they turn it over. Aaron Holiday with the steal. Here comes the Pacers on the break. Aaron Holiday kicks it out to Oladipo. Was open for a second, but Tyler Hero catches him in the corner. He pump fakes, gives it to Turner in the post. Nice spin move by Turner, spinning to his left, and he draws the foul on Derek Jones Jr. So Miles will go to the free throw line to shoot two. I think this is going to be a close game today. I think so. Looks like they're showing TJ Warren, and it looks like he injured his left, might be his left thumb. He is probably feeling some numbness probably on that hand. Trying to flex it, see if he can feel. I've always said this, man. It's a good thing that some of these players, I don't wish them the injuries, but it's always good that it's on their offhand. But it will be, like, in terms of guiding the ball, it's going to be hard for them to kind of hold the grip with that left hand. Whether you're a lefty or a righty, because you know that your guide hand is supposed to help you with that follow through with the basketball. So it is tough when you get injured on your offhand. All right, Miles Turner misses both free throws. Wow. All right, man. So it's 28-26.
Oh!
Here comes Andre Iguodala, man, bringing the ball up by McDermott. Nice bounce pass to Tyler Hero. Cuts to the basket. Nice layup, but he can't hit. And Derek Jones Jr. with the follow putback. Ties the game at 28. He comes with the Oladipo. Turns on the Jets. Loses the handle. And the Pacers turn it over. Here comes Andre Iguodala. Iguodala waits. Moves fast, slows down, kicks it out to Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk composes position on Doug McDermott. Moves, shoots the ball, and he scores on a wild fadeaway shot. And the Miami Heat retake the lead 30-28. Timeout, Indiana.
Wow, Miami stepped it up. Turned on the gas, man.
Oladipo does look a little bit better, Ron. Shout out to Packers Nation 12. Appreciate it, man. He says, you see Miami getting past Milwaukee? That's gonna be a very interesting series because I'm looking to see how they defend Giannis. It's gonna come down to the role players on both sides, really. So it's gonna be an interesting series. Can Miami get past Milwaukee? They have a chance, but I don't think they will. And if they go, I think it's gonna probably go 7 games. I think with Milwaukee just edging them out, unless Milwaukee chokes. But Miami has a chance to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. But they're going to have to be on from the three-point line. And Jimmy Butler is actually going to have to play. And Jimmy Butler is going to have to play even better than he has against the Pacers. Like, he's going to have to take his game to another level because the Heat, they don't have a superstar. So he's gonna have to do that. And then
Hey,
Owen says,
Mr. Two Hands said Oladipo is back to real form in the bubble after the injury. Miami is the dark horse of this player. Hey, I called Miami before the playoff as the dark horse, Mr. Two Hands. I agree with that. What do you think, Lewis? Dark horse team?
Miami was my dark horse team entering the playoffs for the Eastern Conference. They were my dark horse, like when they came in.
Mine too.
I had them. I said a fully healthy Indiana team. I said they could have possibly been, but missing Sabonis was huge, and Oladipo still working himself back into basketball shape. So I just think the timing for what's happened to the Pacers has really hurt them. But I think Miami's a dark horse team. If they had like a Giannis Antetokounmpo type of player or a Kawhi Leonard type of player, this team would be championship contenders, easy. Let me see. Owen says, "Oh crap, TJ out. They done for sure, man. Get the broom, baby." Well, if he is out, they'll be done. But we'll see what happens. I think TJ might find a way to come back, but if he doesn't come back, they're pretty much done because he's been their best scorer, and he has struggled in this series. But he's their best scorer. They lose him, they're pretty much done. You're gonna have to get the brooms out. All right, guys. So we're still on commercial break. Salute to the chat. Score is 30-28. Miami is up by 2. Again, salute to everybody that is out here on the Lewis Sports Network and Speaking About Sports Talk. Shout out to my main man, Jay Jefferson, in the building. As D-Lo always likes to say, was buzzing, cousin. What is good, my bro?
What's buzzing, cousin?
All right, man. Miami could knock off Milwaukee because they are well coached and have a lot of defensive wings and knockdown shooters. Yes. The only question I have, though, is going to be when the game is tight. Can Jimmy Butler do enough to take over the game? That to me is going to be a question. But I agree with you. They have enough to they definitely have enough in terms of the defenders they can throw at Giannis. And not just Giannis, Chris Middleton too, to take him out of his game because they have a stingy defense that will make it very uncomfortable for Chris Middleton to get his shot off. And you have to question, can Middleton and Bledsoe be that support that Giannis needs to be able to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals if they can. So, oh, wow. Check this out, D. They said Jimmy Butler left the game with a left shoulder strain. I did not know that. So that's a big loss for the Heat.
Well, even Steven, TJ Warren, Jimmy Butler, ball out. Miles Turner with the turnaround jumper scores inside. So here comes Tyler Hero with the ball. We'll get it over to Andre Iguodala inside to Gordon Dragic. Back up top to Iggy. Iggy gives it down to Derrick Jones Jr. in the corner to Olynyk for 3. Olynyk hits the side of the backboard, misses everything. Here comes Oladipo for the Indiana Pacers. Oladipo out on the wing, dribbles around the Turner screen, tries to get the ball back to Turner. Turner reaches out, grabs it, back up top to McDermott. McDermott back to Turner. Turner. Travel or jump ball. So he's tied up by Iguodala. I thought maybe they were going to call it travel because he got some steps in there, but they called it jump ball. So it's going to be Miles Turner and Iguodala for the jump ball. Bam Adebayo steps in. Referee's talking about something. Take it away, Lewis.
All right, guys. So Kendrick Nunn seeking his first action of the series. Game tied at 30 as Goran Dragic sits. Kendrick Nunn has not played due to injury. So now he's going to get his first action. He did not look great in the bubble, but let's see what he can do now that he's in the game. So we got a jump ball, 7:35 remaining in the first half. Game tied at 30. It's been a defensive battle so far. I see he wins between Iguodala and Turner. Iggy's really faking it like he got Tourette's or something. Anyway, Pacers win the tip. Victor Oladipo's got the ball, but he has to stop his dribble. Gives the ball to Aaron Holiday. Shoots a deep 3 with the shot clock winding down, and he can't hit. Rebound is to Kelly Olynyk. He then gives the ball to Andre Iguodala coming up on the right side of the floor with Dumb and Dermott on him. Tries to bounce pass, and the ball gets deflected. It's kicked, but Nunn was able to recover it. He passes it inside to Kelly Olynyk on the seal for the layup off the glass. And the Miami Heat retake the lead 32-30. Here comes Aaron Holiday. McDermott comes off a double screen and has to give the ball back. Nice pass inside to Turner, but he can't finish the layup. That was a nice play by the Pacers. He just couldn't finish. Here comes Iguodala. He have numbers. Good extra pass by Tyler Hero. Kendrick Nunn for 3 and his first shot, and he drains it. And Miami leads 35-30. Take it away, D.
Man, what a shot by Kendrick Nunn. And then back down the other end, here comes Aaron Holiday. Sorry, he takes the 3 and miss. So Olynyk gets the ball, kicks it to Tyler Hero. Over to Olynyk. Olynyk shoots a 3. And Olynyk drains another 3 for the Miami Heat. Miami Heat starting to feel it, guys. 38-30, 8-point lead. McBuckets with the ball. Kicks it over to Oladipo. Oladipo in the corner to Holiday. Back to McBuckets for 3. McBuckets, bottom of the net. 33-38, 5-point lead. Here comes Bam Adebayo. He'll bring the ball across for the Miami Heat. This is into Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero goes down inside. Turnaround layup. Can't hit, but Bam Adebayo with the dunk put back inside. 40-38, 7-point lead. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left. Aaron Holiday coming down full speed ahead. Miles Turner inside. Short jump hook. And he's fouled. Looks like Olynyk's slow to get up there. You know, Miles Turner pretty much the big truck to run into there, Olynyk. Looks like Olynyk's back to his feet. He should be all right. Going to be a blocking foul on Olynyk. But it looked like the referees may be taking a look at this. Oh, the elbow across the face. Oh, I don't know. What do you think about that, Lewis? Think they might get Miles on that elbow?
That's an offensive foul, if I ever saw one. Because Kelly Olynyk didn't
once they slow that down, they're gonna burn him once they slow that down.
They're gonna change the call. They should change the call.
So right now, guys, they're looking at the call. Referees taking a look at it. Lewis got it.
All right, Kelly Olynyk getting a drink of water right there. There's Miles Turner cooling himself down with the towel. He's getting he's cooling himself down with a towel because he's getting nervous, sweating bullets. So they hope they don't change that call. But if you watch the replay, guys, and there's Jason Phillips right there, Vice President of Replay Operations. But the thing is, it's obvious this day. If you see the replay, Kelly was bodying up on Miles Turner as he drove. But the problem is, to clear space, Miles Turner used that right elbow. And if the referees look at that, they should see that Miles Turner cleared space, so be able to get an open seal to the basket. So that should be an offensive foul. But we'll see how the referees decide this play. So Olynyk, there was body contact, but at the same time, Miles Turner was able to use that right elbow to hit him right in the chin. But I'm wondering if they're going to call the bump on Olynyk before the elbow to the face, to the chin. So that's how we got to look at it. So there's a body contact, and then boom, right there. So we got to see how they call that. Would it surprise me if they say the foul was on Olynyk? No, but I think it should be an offensive foul because I think the body contact to me is a non-foul, though. I think that's a play on for me. All right, so it's still under official review.
Man, they're looking at this one for a long time.
I know. What can they decide here?
I don't know. It looks like the body contact came first, so it would be kind of messed up to and it was a foul. Actually, oh well, TJ Warren's back in the game too, so now
that's
it's
good
just
news for the Pacers.
Right, but it's bad news for the Heat because now they're just down Jimmy Butler.
The thing is, if you're the Pacers, you got to take advantage of the fact that Jimmy Butler's not in the game right now. We got to see how effective TJ Warren is with that thumb on his left hand. But the fact that Jimmy Butler has a left shoulder strain injury, you got to take advantage of that. So it looks like I was right. They did end up calling the foul on Olynyk before the elbow, which is what Eric Spoelstra was trying to tell the referee. But like I said they probably was going to call the blocking foul, and I said I wouldn't be surprised. So they're going to call the block. And Miles Turner is going to go to the free throw line to shoot too. Make sure to hit the like and hit the subscribe as you guys come in for both channels. Here's the first free throw by Miles Turner. It is good. 40-34 is the score. 6-point game for the Miami Heat. Jay says, I know Kawhi is rethinking his decision from leaving Toronto as Doug McDermott sits down. Here's the second free throw, but Miles Turner misses another one. That's his third missed free throw of the game. Into the hands of Kendrick Nunn. 40-34 is the score, just under the halfway mark of the first half. He passes the ball to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero has been impressive in this series. Dribbles left, goes all the way to the cup. Nice left-handed pass to Olynyk in the corner for three, but he can't hit the tip. Tipped by Bam Adebayo, but into the hands of Victor Oladipo, who then gets the ball to TJ Warren. Let's see how effective he is with that left hand on that left thumb. TJ, he stops, has to give the ball to Miles Turner in the right corner. Justin Holiday comes off a curl. There's Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon drops it in the middle, then spins left, can't find anybody. Oladipo has to fake, drives right, gets to the middle, goes back, beautiful left hand, and Olynyk with the block, but they're going to call a goaltend. So the basket will count, and it is a 4-point game, 40-36. With just under 5 remaining. Was that ball on the way up? Let's see. That's a bang-bang right there. That's bang-bang. But it might be a little slightly on the way down. But anyway, being that that's a May 40-36. Here comes Kendrick Nunn, gets the ball to Bam Adebayo. Here comes Tyler Hero coming off. Wow, curled all the way to the left side, man. That's true motion, ladies and gentlemen. All right, nice bounce pass to Bam, but gets confronted by Miles Turner. Again, gives the ball back to Tyler Hero, who's confronted by Victor Oladipo. Takes a mean step back three with Oladipo. Great defense by Oladipo, making the shut top. Olynyk gets the offensive rebound. Hero fakes the pass. Then he gives it to Olynyk coming off the curl. Then the Bam in the post. Nice bounce pass to Hero into the lane and scores. Beautiful run play by Miami, and they lead 42-36. Take it away, D.
42-36. Miami not playing around, man. They looking good out here. All right, guys. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon, drives down inside. Good defense by Olynyk. Malcolm Brogdon dribbles around him. Can't hit with the layup. Crowder comes down with the ball, kicks it ahead to Duncan Robinson. Nice pass by Robinson to Kelly Olynyk inside for the score. 44-36. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this half, guys. So here comes Malcolm Brogdon. He's at the top of the key. Has Kendrick Nunn on the defense. Malcolm Brogdon not calling for the screen. Down to 10 seconds to shoot. Kicks the ball to TJ Warren. TJ turnaround three. Short. TJ can't hit. Maybe that thumb's bothering him a little bit. Here comes looks like that's Tyler Hero. Dribbles around Oladipo. Goes down inside. Miles Turner D'ing him up well. And Tyler Hero comes. I'm not sure what the call was there. Might have been 3 seconds.
I think it was 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think it was a 3-second violation call on Bam Adebayo. He was down in the hole too long trying to help Tyler Hero on the defense. So Tyler Hero was in and out of that paint, but Adebayo stayed in there. So turnover on Miami. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon with the ball. Brogdon gets the ball over to Justin Holiday, who checks in. Out to Oladipo in the corner. Oladipo with the jump hook, can't hit. And it falls into Bam Adebayo's hand after about 6 players touch the ball. Bam Adebayo gets it to Duncan Robinson for 3, and Robinson can't hit. Miles Turner comes down with the rebound. Kicks it to Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon out on the wing. Got Hero on the defense. Brogdon dribbles down inside. Calls for TJ Warren. Kicks it to TJ Warren up top to Miles Turner. Back over to TJ Warren. 6 seconds to shoot. TJ, step back jumper. Drains it. Bottom of the net. 38-44. That's what TJ Warren does. That step back jumper is dangerous, guys. Tyler Hero at the top of the key. Over to Bam Adebayo. Got Miles Turner on him. Cross corner pass to Kendrick Nunn. Drives down inside. Nunn with the nice layup inside. Right around Malcolm Brogdon. 46-38. Here comes Brogdon out on the wing. Duncan Robinson on the defense. Tries to dribble around Duncan Robinson. Quick double team. Miles Turner. 3-pointer. Can't hit. TJ Warren tried to get the ball, but Kendrick Nunn with the good box out. And Duncan Robinson over to Bam Adebayo. Back to Duncan. over to Kendrick Nunn for 3, and Nunn can't hit. Bounces off the front of the rim. Oladipo with the ball on the wing. Got Crowder on the defense. Dribbles back outside. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon, the Miles Turner with the spin move inside. Can't hit, but foul by Tyler Hero. So Miles Turner will go to the line for 2. Take it away, Lewis.
Looks like I'm way behind, but I just it just updated right now. So Miles Turner does get fouled inside the paint. 46-38 is the score with 1:30 remaining. Foul is on, I believe it's Kendrick Nunn. All right, so we got a timeout, guys. 1:30 remaining in the first half. Miami's killing the Pacers right now about the score. Well, an 8-point game, what you would think to yourself, you're not killing them, but in a way they kind of are, because it feels like Miami should be up more. So the score is 46-38 with 1:30 remaining. Salute to everybody in both streams. I gotta say, man, the Heat bench is killing the Pacer bench right now. On top of that, Indiana's doing a poor job of cutting off penetration by the Heat players. Either they cut to the basket or a pass is made and then they forget to see their man cutting to the basket. They're getting killed on basket cuts, and they're also getting killed on penetration. And the bench has outscored the Pacer bench 25-3. They better clean that up if Indiana is going to survive this game, because if not, this game is going to be over easy breezy. It could be a blowout by the time the third quarter starts. So the Pacers should be fortunate that they're only down 8 with how well the bench is played and how their inability to stop them with their penetration and their back cutting, has hurt the Pacers. So they're fortunate.
Yeah. I'll tell you this right here. The Miami Heat has been wrecking them in the third quarter, so they better make something happen in the second quarter, fam. Because for these past 3 games, they've been getting wrecked in the third quarter.
Hey, shout out to Papi Chulo. Shout out to Papi Chulo in the chat. Appreciate you being here, man. Let me just go through the comments real quick. Jay Jefferson. Wow. Jay says Boston isn't going to run through Toronto with Lowry. They'll just put Norman Powell with Van Vliet, and they won't miss a beat. Yeah, that's the beauty of the Raptors. That's the beauty of that team. They said TJ can come back in. I'm still trying to figure out why Kawhi didn't guard Luka on that last play of the game. That's because boneheaded Doc Rivers decided to put Reggie Jackson on him when Reggie Jackson got burned on the last play by Luka Doncic. That's just bad coaching. Like, Doc is saying how the team is emotional.
I can't.
Part of it.
Hold on, man.
No, hold on. Part of it is let me finish. I was gonna say part of it is bad coaching. On top of that, part of it is also the player not taking accountability, because in my community post, I called out both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George because Kawhi had told Luka in the fourth, told the coach that I got him. So my question is, why didn't you tell coach, or just have communication on the floor and say, I got him? To me, that's a lack of leadership from the head coach to the players. So I got to put it in all parties, fam. On top of that, Paul George is not playing well at all. And like Jay says, right now he's pandemic P. We talk about playoff P, we talk about George Paul, but right now he's pandemic P. He's not playing well. And it makes a big difference if he plays better, because they've lost a couple of close games to Dallas. So you could make the case that the Clippers could be up. You could also make the case that Dallas could be up 3-1 with the fact that Porzingis got ejected in game 1, or at least they had the opportunity to win game 1. And you see that Dallas has been able to pull off 2 wins in this series. So it's been a toss-up.
Yeah. Now, I will say this, because I was giving Paul George heat too, but I'm just talking specifically on this last play. Bro, Kawhi Leonard, people argue he's the best player in the game. Kobe was the best. Jordan was the best. They would step up and guard that guy. At this point in time, you get on that guy, fam. You know what I mean? Damn that Doc Rivers shit. Kawhi got to take on that challenge, bro. I hold him accountable because you the man on that team, especially known for defense. You got to lock down their best player. That's your job. Don't give it to Paul George. Don't give it to Jackson. Maybe you could give it to Beverly. That's probably about it. Beverly might steal the ball from him. All right, guys, we'll be back. Duncan Robinson goes inside, and Duncan Robinson, for a layup, looked like he got some contact. He didn't get the whistle. Is that 2 layups in one game for Duncan Robinson? What's going
Yep.
on with the Miami Heat? So Justin Holiday with the ball. And TJ Warren loses the ball. Here comes Kendrick Nunn, kicks the ball to Gordon Dragic, back to Duncan Robinson inside the Adebayo, and he tries to get it to Crowder in the corner, but picked off by Turner. A corner 3 by Oladipo, bottom of the net, 42-48, down to a 6-point lead. 35 seconds left in this half, guys. Gordon Dragic at the top of the key with the ball. So good job by the Miami Heat not giving up on the second quarter. Duncan Robinson thought about the 3, passes it to Gordon Dragic. Gordon puts it up. Dragic off the front of the rim. And Oladipo with the rebound. So shot clock off. Oladipo will hold for the last shot. 14 seconds. Kicks it over to TJ Warren. TJ Warren dribbles down inside on Robinson. Step back jumper. Can't hit. And it's tapped out. Kendrick Nunn. Here he comes. Top of the key. 3-pointer. Kendrick Nunn can't hit it. Rolls around the rim and bounces out. So the Heat go into the half with a 6-point lead. 48-42. Miami Heat on top. And my man Lewis is probably getting ready to get in the kitchen with the spices and the bay leaves and cook up some of these halftime stats. And I'm gonna kick it with you guys. Christian in the building. What's up with you, bro? Yeah, buddy. The heat is out there. It's fire. It's fire. See what y'all guys talking about over here. You in the kitchen cooking, Lewis?
Yeah, man. I got the basil leaves. I got the parsley. I got the garlic salt, man. I'm up to start cooking right now, man. Maybe a little soy sauce here and there, but I'll be right back, guys. Cooking up those halftime stats for y'all.
All right. Now, Gideon, I see you said Kawhi should have fought through the screen. Yeah, bro. I wish, you gotta get it done, bro. I just imagine good defensive players like Peyton, Gary Payton, the glove. Remember Matt Barnes, Russell, Byron Russell. These guys would step up to the challenge. Jordan, Kobe. These great defenders, man, they're not letting nobody else get there. I'm gonna lock this guy down. And you're right. You move around that screen, you push to that screen. Look, this Kawhi Leonard. I done seen him muscle big guys muscle big guys over. Man, it's no time to play. We push these little guys out the way. Give them a little arm hook. Get around the screen. Fight through that, man. You don't let Luka. And look, how many times in that game? If you guys watched that game, right? It was a few times in that game. I don't know if it's me. Maybe sometimes I gotta realize that these players, they have defensive sets and they have to play within their defensive sets. But it was a few times in that game where Kawhi Leonard, it appeared to me that he switched on the defense with Luka Doncic, and he didn't really have to switch. So to me, that when people say that's kind of suspect, looked like he didn't want to defend Luka. He was, maybe he didn't want that Luka Doncic smoke for a little bit. Luka was making him look bad, dog. I'm not saying that, but Kawhi Leonard got to take on the challenge, man. If it's a play, you got a weak screen and you don't have to switch, don't switch, bro. If you keep switching, as soon as a screen look like it coming, you switch, you give up the switch. It's like, okay, you defend Luka. No, you take him. I can't get him. You take him. It's like that type of thing. Nah, Kawhi, you should send the other man back over there on the switch, and you stay in front of Luka. Keep yourself in front of Luka, man. I think Doc Rivers should design a defense right now for either Beverly or Kawhi Leonard or Luka at all times. I think that should be a strategy for them. We cleaning the damn house. All right, Kristen, I hear you. Kristen said Miami taking it. What do you think about Embiid or Miami rumors? Remember Jimmy Joe tweeted back and forth. I don't know, man, but Embiid in Miami would be dangerous as hell, man, because then you move Bam out of 5 over to 4 and you got Embiid in their true 5. That's dangerous, Kristen. your team would be just killing the league if something like that happened. I don't know if Patrick Beverly, well, he is a little hurt, but yeah, Reggie Jackson is bad, man. He said dumpster juice. Yeah, Reggie Jackson used to be okay, man, like a decent player, reliable player, but I don't know, not anymore. Brandon
I
Nicholson
mean,
said, Jay Jefferson, honestly, I think, oh, my bad. Let's go, Lewis. Halftime stats.
all right, man. So I'm going to get to the halftime stats and then continue to talk a little bit on the Clippers. But for this game, 48-42 to score at the half. Miami up by 6. For the Pacers, Victor Oladipo and Miles Turner have been the offense so far with 14 for Oladipo, Miles Turner with 11. I know Ron said that Victor's starting to look like the old Oladipo. That is true. He's looked a lot better in terms of his offense. He looks like the aggressive Oladipo that we've known to see. For the Heat, check this out, man. It's been Kelly Olynyk. He leads the team in scoring and showing you that the Heat have more balance. And like I said, told you guys, they've outscored the Pacers. I believe it's 28-5 off the bench. Those are just bench points in itself, just bench points. And then also, like I told you about the Pacers defense, they've done a poor job with penetration, and they're not seeing their man, which is a lot of basket cuts. So we got 44.7% for the Heat, 41.5% for the Pacers. Both teams are not shooting great from the three-point line. Both teams have not gotten to the free throw line. Only the Pacers have gotten there 4 more times. 6 attempts to just 2. So both teams are not doing a really good job getting to the free throw line. Pacers are getting killed on the boards, 30-19, while Miami has 8 offensive rebounds. Miami also has 13 assists as a team, so it shows you they're sharing the ball as well. And what I mentioned about the Pacers defense with penetration and basket cuts. And then we also have both teams at 6 turnovers apiece, 3 blocks for the Pacers. Each team is even at 3 steals. And also Miami's killing them in the paint, plus 12, 26-14. So when I mentioned those basket cuts, that's been the Pacers' problem, their interior. So they've done a poor job with their interior defense, which is why the Pacers also they have to match their bench if they're going to get back in this game. And so those are your first half stats right here on the Lewis Sports Network with Lewis and D on both channels. All right, everybody.
Technical difficulties no more. Hold on right quick, Lewis. I got a call right quick. Go ahead, brother.
All right, man. I'm gonna just go through the chat. All right. Let's go. Let's go about the chat. Miles is struggling. Yeah. No. I said about Kawhi. Remember, G Money. You remember last night what I said that Kawhi should have gone through the stream. Yeah. But I was saying that I said that Doc Rivers had multiple options. So I agree with you guys that Kawhi's the best. He should have took on that challenge. What I also mentioned is that if Paul George wants to talk to the media, Pandemic P, he should have took the challenge and guard Luka because he's got the wingspan too. He's 6'8". Kawhi Leonard is 6'7", 6'8". Like, you two are regarded as the 2 best wing defenders. You got to take that challenge. And at least Paul George could have made up that 3 for 13. But guess what? We knew Paul George did not want that smoke because of what happened with Damian Lillard last year. So Luka was handled to Reggie Jackson. Pat Beverly is injured. That's why he did not play yesterday. He's still dealing with the calf injury. So that's the problem. And then Reggie Jackson, he's a good player offensively, but the problem is he doesn't play defense. And he tried the best that he could, but Luka got the match that he wanted. And Luka kind of reminds me of LeBron in that aspect. He's always getting a switch to get the matchup that he wants. Now,
Kawhi, your boy was giving up that switch too easy, dude. Kawhi was giving up that switch too easy.
No. I understand that, but I'm trying to say you got to look at also from the other way because if you're Luka, Kawhi Leonard is going to clamp him down because he's proven to do that. And I got on Kawhi in my community post, and I also got on him on the live stream yesterday when I reacted. I said Kawhi should have switched up to guard Luka Doncic because he's the best defender, overall defender on the Clippers, and he did not do that. What he did was he stayed on Maxi Kleber, which I don't know why. And also Paul George stayed on Seth Curry. And I said, this is why I got to get on both of those guys because they're the 2 best defenders on the Clippers. And I said for a guy like Paul George who decides to talk to the media, talking about his struggles that he's not a James Harden, that's a big mistake. Also, Montrezl Harrell with his comments. what happened is that you're making these guys are making themselves a distraction. And I felt like Luka snatched the soul out of the Clippers with that step back three. In other words, the Clippers are a distracted team. Then you got Pat Beverly hurt. Then on top of that, you got Kawhi Leonard deciding not to take the challenge and go guard Luka Doncic to fight through that screen. Because like I mentioned before, Kawhi Leonard, he told Doc Rivers that he wanted to guard Luka. So Kawhi Leonard, why didn't you do that in the last possession? But I'm also getting on Paul George too, because Paul George is just as good a defender. And I'm not saying he's a better defender than Kawhi, but Paul George is one of the better two-way defenders in the game. That's why I'm getting on both of them. And then it's worse with Paul George's offense because the 2 games that they've lost, Paul George has struggled in the last 3 games. So despite the inefficiency on defense, if Paul George plays better, they still win. But I agree with you guys. Kawhi Leonard should have took the challenge to guard Luka. And I mentioned it last night. Why didn't he guard that on the switch? But what I'm basically saying is that I'm blaming everybody because and that's why I said that Doc Rivers to me has got to also do a better job, because when you listen to the post game, if you listen, guys, at game 4, he was basically saying how the whole team was emotionally weak. And I'm saying to myself, what internally is going on with the Clippers that they're struggling this much against the Mavericks? Kudos to the Mavericks. They're a great potent offensive team. But you could tell that there's a couple of distractions going on with the Clippers that they're just not there together as a team. And to me, it's more than just chemistry. It's not just chemistry in terms of basketball, but I just think it's chemistry in terms of team, in terms of teammates, camaraderie. There's an issue there. And what Jay was mentioning is if the Clippers lose this first round series, I think Doc Rivers is out the door. I don't know. I don't think he stays there, especially because Steve Ballmer is not going to be happy because the Clippers invested all this money on these 2 players. They built this team, put themselves in a position to say that they're a championship team. Steve Ballmer's a billionaire. You got Jerry West. I mean, could you imagine what the media, the team that doesn't like the Clippers, they're all going to say? They invested all that. People have talked about what they have, and they still couldn't get it done when they're predicted to be a championship team. And I get it. They've had chemistry issues. They've had injuries. But at this point, with the whole pandemic, everybody has kind of pretty much gone through that. It's just, and I get it, the Clippers were rusty, but it's like they need to forget about that. They're in the playoffs now. So we're going to see what the Lakers do tonight against the Blazers. Can the Blazers, fight through the referees? I doubt that's going to happen because they just don't show the intelligence, but that's what it is. Yeah.
Lewis, when does the Rockets get rid of Mike D'Antoni? When does that happen? How much do they have to do it? When do the Houston Rockets get rid of Mike D'Antoni?
You said when do the Houston Rockets get rid of Mike D'Antoni?
Yeah, when? Like, how much do they have to keep losing and coming up short before they get rid of this guy?
The issue is, D, this is personnel. You're talking about the owner. You're also talking about Daryl Morey. They're the reason that Mike D'Antoni's still on the team. They're the reason that he's still on the team because a real owner, an intelligent owner, or at least a general manager or president of basketball operations, if they were to see how Mike D'Antoni's come up consistently short, like he has in the last 2 years, they probably would have got rid of him. And remember, the thing is also Daryl Morey is the one that's talking about the isolation. He plays the analytics, and all they do is really shoot threes. And the thing is, the original Mike D'Antoni, he doesn't run that type of offense. To me, he's listening to what Daryl Morey is telling him, and the owner is probably in full support. But if the Rockets don't get it done, I'm expecting changes to that team. Daryl Morey is going to be out. Now, does Mike D'Antoni get fired? I don't know, but I think he should. And this is no disrespect to Mike D'Antoni, but the problem is they just have, because you look at this game 4, the way they played the first 2 games is not the way they've played in the second half of game against OKC in games 3 and 4. They've gotten away from how dangerous they look. And the thing is, the small ball is going to look less and less effective if they get away from what was working before. I mean, so they should. What do you guys think? Y'all think that Mike D'Antoni should be fired right by now? Should he get fired after this season?
I think he's done after this season if he don't produce. which I don't see him producing because I don't see the Rockets winning.
You know what it is, D2? The biggest issue I've always had with Mike D'Antoni or Mike Antoni, because there's no D when it comes to Mike D'Antoni. He's only a plan A coach. Basically, he's going to run the same thing 120 times expecting a different result. He doesn't make adjustments. He just sticks with plan A, plan A, plan A, plan A. There's no plan B and there's no plan C if they take away plan A. Basically, look at it this way. When Michael Jordan was losing to the bad boy Pistons, I remember Joe Dumars said, well, with the game on the line, the ball's going to go to the ball 95% of the time is going to go to Michael Jordan. The other 5% ends up in his hands anyway. What is that saying? That the reason they weren't winning is because Michael Jordan was shooting the ball too much. He had the ball in his hands way too much. Once Michael learned how to play the triangle, where he's able to get his points, but everybody else is able to share the ball and produce, that's when Detroit had their problems. It's not just the fact that Detroit went to 4 straight Eastern Conference Finals, because that does give a wear and tear, of course. But let's say that you improve, but they're still mentally in your head. You can still lose a series even if you're the better team, because it's not just a physical game, it's a mental game. The fact that the Bulls were mentally stronger, Detroit knew they were done because they could not mentally get to Chicago. So when you look at D'Antoni, he just does not make adjustments at all, and it should be the reason that he's gone. But because he's still there because of Daryl Morey. But I think if the owner is really smart and they don't get it done this season, they have to get rid of both Daryl Morey and Mike D'Antoni, because it's just when it comes to production, he just does not get it done. You look at that 2018 Western Conference Finals that G Money loves talking about. Even without Chris Paul, he could have made adjustments because the Rockets led double digits in both games 6 and 7. He just let them shoot away from 3. That's going to tire your legs when you still have to play defense and guard the Warriors that actually run offensive sets. I've said this time and time again. So D'Antoni should be fired. If they don't fire him, then the Houston Rockets deal with more losing seasons, more losing playoff seasons, because they're going to win regular season games. But they're going to keep losing in the playoffs, and they're going to keep coming up short.
What you say? What you saying to me? I'm just being a baby and doesn't make adjustments to his game. Yeah, Harden. Well, Harden. I don't know if Harden need to make too many adjustments, man. They need to adjust around. Look, man, Harden doing this thing. I can't really you can complain but so much about Harden. And come on, this guy's his production is ridiculous, dog. It's like you have a player like that. Say you have a player that offensively talented, and you put defenders around him, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You just got to build the team the right way. But they build a run and gun team. So, they didn't build that team. They got an issue with defense anyway. So I mean, we got to look at Harden for what he is. And he's actually been playing decent defense since the bubble. And in this playoff, he's not been as horrible as he usually has in the past.
I think the issue really more so, D, with James Harden is not the fact that he can produce. It's really more so, if you look at these last 2 games, it's really been the fourth quarter and what type of offense James Harden plays. All right, guys, we're back to live action, and Gordon Dragic hits a 3, so the score is now 51-42. So Miami has now established a 9-point lead. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon, gives the ball to Victor Oladipo. Miles Turner flashes the screen, but then goes back to the right side. Here comes Brogdon, crosses over, drives to the middle, kicks it out to a wide open TJ Warren for 3, and he drains it. Poor closeout by Jimmy Butler getting late, and the score is 51-45. And they're kind of talking again. Here we go. Goran gives the ball to Bam Adebayo, who then gives the ball to Duncan Robinson, comes off a curl. Nice chase by Justin Holiday. Why, nice lob. Beautiful play. Nice lob to Bam Adebayo by Duncan Robinson. And that's the thing I'm impressed about Duncan Robinson. He can put that ball on the floor and is still able to create plays. This Miami team is a well-coached, very fundamentally sound basketball team. All right, so the ball's given to TJ Warren from Malcolm Brogdon. Shoots the runner, but he can't hit the shot. Rebound is to Jay Crowder. Gives the ball to Goran Dragic, who brings the ball up slowly, then gives the ball to Bam Adebayo. 53-45 is the score early third quarter. Then the ball is given to Goran Dragic. Nice spin move on Oladipo. Oladipo slips down, gets into the paint. Nice kick out to Jay Crowder. The floor is spaced out for three, and he drains it, and it's an 11-point lead just like that. 56-45. Take it away, D.
All right, Malcolm Brogdon bringing the ball down. He'll go straight to the lane and drive. Nice tough shot by Malcolm Brogdon, 47-56. Gordon Dragic gets the pass in. Gordon Dragic brings it down to Bam Adebayo. Back to Gordon Dragic for the three. Dragic can't hit. Miles Turner comes down with the rebound. Kicks the ball over to Brogdon. Brogdon comes down and he shoots a three, but it's in and out. And Bam Adebayo with the rebound. Bam will bring the ball all the way down. Bam gets the ball over to Duncan Robinson. Back to Bam. Got Miles Turner on defense. Drives down inside. Stops with the short jumper. Can't hit. Miles Turner with the rebound. Get to the head to Oladipo. Oladipo out on the wing. Jimmy Butler back in the game. Pushes Dragic out the way. And that's what I'm talking about. Just like Butler did right there. He pushed Dragic out the way and said, no, I got him. That's what Kawhi needs to do. Just like Butler did right there. All right, guys, let's go. Bam Adebayo driving down inside. Adebayo gets it into Jimmy Butler, and Butler back in the game and back for the score. 58-47, 11-point lead. Miami, double-digit lead on top, and Indiana wants to talk about it. Nate said, wait. 9:01, guys, in the third quarter, 47-58. Miami up by 11.
Guys, did you see how Miami spaced out the floor? That's why Indiana's having such a hard time guarding the paint, because they keep continuing to space out the floor, and guys are sneaking by them, cutting to the middle or cutting anywhere from any side of the floor, and it's giving Indiana problems guarding the interior. That's why Miami is shooting the ball better in this third quarter, and then just getting easy baskets right now. So that's the problem. Miami really does like that superstar. That's really all they need. The bench is producing. They really run fundamentally sound offensive sets. And Brandon makes a great point. Those haymaker threes should really come off of an offensive playbook. Like, really run plays where you get great shots. And once you start feeling it, you feel like a team can't stop you. You go for that. You go for that home run haymaker. But that's really up to the point where you're really executing basketball, man. And even in a close game, you still want to execute.
Y'all want to know about dedication? Jimmy Butler just said he gets there at 3:30 every morning to get it in, man. That's dedication right there. That's what it takes to win. Jimmy Butler wants to win.
You know what? I love what Jay Jefferson said in the comment section. He said Jimmy Butler is a gamer. I love how he plays. In my opinion, Butler's not a superstar, but he's a star player with a superstar mindset. I think that's the perfect way to describe Jimmy Butler. He's not a superstar player in terms of his production, but you still know that he's to me still a solid all-star player. He can still get buckets down the stretch in the fourth quarter, and he shows leadership, man, because he, like D mentioned, man, he pushed Dragic aside and said, no, I got him. And I agree. I want to see Kawhi do that in Game 5. Take the challenge and guard Luka Doncic. I don't care how many plays it takes, but you cannot let him be a factor. Now this series is tied. Remember, if Porzingis plays in Game 5, that's another problem that you're going to have, because they lost the game without Kristaps Porzingis and then Paul George. So they're going to have their hands full in Game 5. So they're going to have to be emotionally. Since Doc Rivers said that they're emotionally weak, they got to get emotionally invested in Game 5. And Paul George has got to step up.
Hey, Lewis. Hey, Chopstick said, I never cared for Embiid. I will take KP over him. What do you think about that?
The only reason I would take KP over Embiid with my issue with him is his maturity. And he showed it in the postgame when he got swept. When the Sixers got swept, in terms of how he felt about Brett Brown. Now, listen, I know Brett Brown is not the greatest coach in the world, but I just listened to some of the comments that Embiid makes, and it just shows me that he's still a very immature player, very talented, but I feel like he doesn't work as hard as he should to be the great MB that I know he can be. Also, I feel like he could slim down a little bit too, because he gets injured a lot for somebody at his height. And it's a part of it issue is that he's had some weight issues in terms of trying to be in shape. I don't like Embiid's work ethic. Kristaps Porzingis actually got stronger. So I would take KP. That's the reason I would take KP right now over Embiid. But I think Embiid is more talented than Kristaps. That's just me personally. All right, TJ Warren gets the ball and he gets the bounce.
That was actually an offensive interference by Miles Turner.
Yep.
So it would have went in by TJ Warren, but Miles Turner hit that ball while I was over top of the cylinder. And yeah, it was.
Yep. Shout out to Michelle's daughter. Appreciate you coming through. My Bronx sister. Man, always appreciate her coming through. Miles Turner got to do a better job of seeing where that ball lands first. All right, so Bam Adebayo gives the ball to Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson, once again, look how they space the floor and look how spread that Indiana defense is. Bam gets a one-on-one matchup, misses, but he had the offensive rebound, but he was trying to tippy-toe, tightrope the sideline, but he ended up stepping out of bounds for the turnover. So 58-47 is the score, 11-point lead in the third quarter. The Pacers have got to find a way to clog that paint, and they have to shift their defense because their defense is getting way too spaced out. All right, so Malcolm Brogdon, he's got the basketball. Dribbles left, gets the ball to Oladipo coming off a curl. Oladipo's going to have to start to turn it up a little bit right now. Oladipo's reminding me of Westbrook. Takes it back, steps out, shoots a three-pointer, but he can't. Rims out. Take it away, D.
Rebound, Bam Adebayo. Adebayo brings the ball down court, gives it to Duncan Robinson for three. Robinson misses the three, but gets his own rebound. Hustle play by Robinson. Jimmy Butler with the ball on the wing with 6 seconds to shoot. Butler drives down the inside, picks it up in the air. It almost goes in, but Jimmy Butler really did it to pull the foul, so he does get the foul, and he'll go to the line for two.
Real quick.
Boy, it's so tough to guard somebody that can do something to you like that. He just kind of flicked it up. He knew he was going to get the foul, and he actually almost made it.
All right, real quick, D. Shout out to Michelle's daughter with the $4.99 donation. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ron says the Clippers have no cohesiveness on either side of the ball and amongst the players as Jimmy Butler knocks down the free throw 59-47 amongst the players. That's on the coach. The coach has to figure out how to deal with that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I agree about that last possession. Well, we'll get into that into a little bit. Once again, take it away, D.
All right, so Malcolm Brogdon with the ball out on the wing. Brogdon gets the ball over to TJ Warren. TJ loses the ball inside. Duncan Robinson picks it up. Jimmy Butler knocked the ball away there. Butler with the ball. Butler gives it to Crowder. Crowder gets blocked by Miles Turner, but it looks like it went out of Adebayo. He's crying to the official, but listen, Indiana's ball. 47-60, 13-point lead. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon as Duncan Robinson on defense. Kicks it to TJ Warren over to Miles Turner. Back to Warren at the top of the key. Warren dribbles down inside, passes it back out to Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon, pump fake, drives down inside, takes Butler to the rim, but can't hit. Crowder comes down with the rebound. Here comes Crowder, kicks the ball over to Dragic. Dragic drives down inside. Dragic tries to put it up, and it appeared that Miles Turner got his hand on it. And Brogdon was hit before they put the shot up. So Gordon Dragic's mad, felt like he had some contact on that last play. Second team foul by Miami. So Indiana will bring the ball in. Justin Holiday checks in. He gives the ball to Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon over to Oladipo. Oladipo with Crowder on the defense. Calls for the Miles Turner screen. The Turner steps back, extends to the glass, and hits it right around Gordon Dragic. Just Miles Turner too long for Gordon Dragic. So a nice move by Miles Turner, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Bam Adebayo with the ball at the top of the key, gives it to Gordon Dragic. Gordon Dragic, floater inside. Dragic, soft touch, hits it right off the front of the rim. Take it away, Lewis.
Give me 1 second. All right, so it is 62-49, 6:16 left in the third quarter. Smash a like, hit that subscribe for both channels. Salute to Freddie Gee and everybody else in the chat. All right, so Malcolm Brogdon gets into the paint. Wow, that was a tough pass. And the ball was deflected by Jimmy Butler, but Miami will not get the ball back, so the Pacers will still have possession. Nice deflection by Jimmy Butler, man. He's all over, and he's decided to guard T.J. Warren. I just love Jimmy Butler's defensive awareness, really showing you right now. Like I said, I will say that he kind of plays like a superstar on defense when he wants to. Yeah. All right, so the ball is given to Miles Turner, makes a play on the floor. All right, kicks it out to Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon crosses over left, goes into the paint. Oh, nice wraparound pass to T.J. Warren with the left hand, and he scores. And looks like T.J. Warren got hurt on that layup. Oh, yeah, he is hurt. He's hurt. All right, and just like that, drives and shoots a three, and he draws the foul. And they're saying that TJ got hurt, but there was they didn't decide to stop play. So, but nice wraparound, beautiful wraparound pass by Brogdon right there. All right, so the ball is side out of bounds. All right, so they get the ball to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler goes around the screen, gets to the middle of the floor, gives it a Jay Crowder, tries to go behind the back, gives it to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler then, zip passes it out of bounds. I don't know who he was passing to, but whoever was invisible out there, nice catch. So the Heat turn it over. All right, here comes Tyler Hero coming in for Goran Dragic, and he'll sit. 62-51 is the score. 11-point lead.
Depot from Depot, 54-62 now. Miami up by 8, and it looks like Spoelstra's going to call a timeout. So Oladipo steps back with the three-pointer and brings this score with under 10, and they're going to go to a commercial break, guys. They say Harden is why they win the regular season. Half the season, Anthony. Why Houston loses in the playoffs? Play no defense. Yeah, man. I mean, Houston problems hasn't changed because, like Lewis said earlier, is D'Antoni. He's not going to make any adjustments. So, to me, they're going to continue to have the same problem. And then they're small. They're a small team at that. I mean, I don't know. PJ Tucker, he plays big, but he's small compared to a lot of these bigs in the league. Yeah, Houston needs a post player that Harden can respect and hold Harden accountable in crunch time. Russ friendly with Russ because Russ has the same fourth quarter issue, but makes less shots. So damn it. Oh, he said Russ is friendly with Harden. No, I got you. I think it's deeper than that, Jay. I'm not sure, man. Maybe Russell Westbrook can't handle the fact that the roles are reversed. Because remember, Russ was the man when they played before. Now James is the man on that team. I mean, I don't know what goes through these athletes' head, but it could be something like that.
Huh? No. You sure? Yeah.
So, guys, they're still on timeout. Low Key T, what's up with your fam? Appreciate you coming through.
Shout out to Low Key.
Ron said I have to agree. Gideon said Indy nearly overcame a 20-point deficit in game 3, but late mistakes cost them. Yeah, they did. Yep, if OKC win game 5, they will win game 6. Not necessarily, G. What makes you say that? Well, Jay Jefferson said Houston had the player in Capella, and they traded him. Yeah, but Capella has some of his drawbacks too, bro. You know what I mean? And Capella relied off of a lot of feeds inside. That's the thing with Clint Capella. You know, they fed Clint Capella the ball, so it wasn't really like a dominating offensive play or anything like that. They would create and open him up, and they would feed him the ball, so he was really fed a lot.
All right, man. So I need to answer Jay's question. Question. He said he got a question for you, Big Lou. You think Doc Rivers is a better coach than Alvin Gentry? Well, yeah, because he won a championship. But here's what's crazy about Alvin Gentry and Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers does a better job coaching younger teams that don't really have stars, while Alvin Gentry coaches better a veteran team. That's the difference between those two. But I feel like neither one of them are really championship coaches. It's just fortunately that Doc had the veterans, that were not in their prime with the Boston Big Three. All right, so we got a turnover as we come back. Victor Oladipo takes it out. He kicks it out to Malcolm Brogdon, open for three, and he drains that shot. Big-time shot by Brogdon, and now it's 62-57, so we got a 5-point game. Take it away, D.
Hey, man, and that was Bam Adebayo, 2 turnovers back-to-back on him. 8-0 run by the Indiana Pacers. Jay Crowder with the ball, gives it to Bam Adebayo. Adebayo drives down their side, puts it up on Miles Turner and gets the foul. So Adebayo will go to the free throw line, and that's a foul on Miles Turner. And that's what Adebayo needs to do. It seems like he's a little bit shy. I mean, I know Miles Turner's a good defender down there in the hole, but Adebayo needs to take it to him, man. So Adebayo for the first free throw, and he drains it. 63-57, puts it into the Indiana Pacers 8-0 run. Bam Adebayo with a double-double, 11 points, 12 rebounds at this point. 50% from the field. Bam Adebayo with the second free throw, he drains it. So it's 64-57. Miami Heat up by 7. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon. Duncan Robinson on the defense, gets the ball to Oladipo. Oladipo, turnaround 3, can't hit. Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero with the rebound. Gets the ball to Jimmy Butler. Up to Duncan Robinson for a 3. He hesitates on the 3. And Bam Adebayo trying to hit it off of Oladipo. Malcolm Brogdon picks up the ball. Miles Turner in the corner. Puts the ball on the floor. And offensive foul, Miles Turner picks up 2 fouls back-to-back. Jimmy Butler with the defense. Knew he was going to take a hit by Miles Turner, but he took that hit. And wow, man. What defense by Jimmy Butler. And you could tell Jimmy Butler's shoulder hurt. Look how he hold his hand. Go ahead, Lewis.
All right, Jimmy Butler gives the ball 64-57. Bam Adebayo, right side of the block on Miles Turner, drives left, loses his balance. Victor Oladipo wrestles it and was able to force a jump ball on Bam Adebayo slipping. And Victor and Bam give a nice tap to one another. Bam knows that slip caused him to lose that handle, and Victor Oladipo, with presence of mind, was able to force that jump ball. So nice play by Victor. We got a 64-57 game, ladies and gentlemen. 3:48 remaining in the third quarter. Got a close game. It's a low-scoring game, so it's been defensive. We got missed shots. Had some good defense. Miami with good execution. Seen some good passing. A little bit of everything in a low-scoring game. All right, so Miami wins a tip. Jay Crowder gets the ball to, Tyler Hero, and then gave it back to Jay Crowder. Misses the layup. Here come the Pacers. Brogdon wanted to pull up, but decides to bring it back out and reset. Gives the ball to T.J. Warren, dumps it inside to Miles Turner. Nice turnaround, quick on the layup. And I like the quick decision-making he made right away. So we got a 5-point game, ladies and gentlemen, 64-59. Here comes Tyler Hero. Gets a double screen. Kicks it out to a wide-open Jimmy Butler. Drives right with T.J. Warren guarding him. Crowder shoots a three-pointer, but the ball spins in and out. Rebound, Miles Turner. Indiana can cut it to 3 or 2 on this possession. Let's see what happens. We got a hesitation. Hezzy move. Gives it to Oladipo. Oh, nice bounce pass inside, but Brogdon can't finish the play. Here comes Tyler Hero, goes behind the back, gives the ball to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler waits, is patient. All right, he's on the post. He spins. He goes for the layup. Wow, they didn't call a foul. That was a lot of contact. Here come the Pacers. The ball is skipped to TJ Warren. Quick transition three, but he can't hit. Rebound is to Bam Adebayo. And he decides to bring the ball up.
Bad shot by TJ Warren. Bad shot.
That was a bad shot. What's so versatile about this Miami Heat team is their ability. They got a lot of guys who could bring the ball up. Jimmy Butler goes right by TJ Warren for the dunk. 66-59. Take it away, D.
Wow. Jimmy Butler's shoulders visibly messed up, but he's giving it all. Here comes TJ Warren. Gets the ball to Oladipo. Oladipo over to Brogdon. Back to Warren. Oladipo on the wing. Got Crowder on the defense. Steps back behind the three. Puts it up. Oladipo, bottom of the net. 62-66. 4-point game. 20 points for Oladipo.
I have to do it, and you still don't get it.
All right, guys. So it's 2 minutes left, right under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Tyler Hero kicks it over to Duncan Robinson, who shoots an air ball. Malcolm Brogdon picks it up. And then up ahead to Warren and oh wow, so Sumner was in the air and turned and hit. It looks like he hit Duncan Robinson while he was in the air with the basketball. So it was both of them were actually out of bounds, but he was in the air. So nice play by the kid. So Oladipo will take a rest. Kelly Olynyk steps in for the Miami Heat. 13-4 run by Indiana Pacers. So Malcolm Brogdon with the ball. 10 seconds to shoot. Brogdon dribbles down inside and gives it to Sampson. Sampson with the short jump hook inside. Sampson can't hit. Tyler Hero comes with the ball. Got Brogdon on the defense. Spins on Brogdon. Euro step. Puts a floater up and in. Tyler Hero with the moves on Malcolm Brogdon. 68-62. Malcolm Brogdon drives down into the lane. Gets the ball in the corner to Holiday. Holiday with the nice move inside and it's stolen. Almost stolen back. But Iguodala. Okay, so they called a foul. Foul on Sumner reaching in on Iguodala, who got the steal on them. So side out, Miami Heat, they're gonna bring the ball in. 1 minute, 3 seconds left in this quarter. Iguodala gets the ball in the Dragic. Dragic with Holiday on him. Gives the ball to Olynyk over in the corner to Butler. Butler back to Olynyk. Olynyk corner three. Olynyk can't hit. TJ Warren comes down with the rebound. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Gets it back to Warren. Warren, Jimmy Butler on the defense. Switches over on Tyler Hero. And fouls. So Tyler Hero fouls Warren behind the line. So potentially the Indiana Pacers can get within 3 right here. But Spoelstra's going to challenge. He says that TJ Warren kicked his leg out, so he's challenging this. What do you think, Lewis? You think he kicked that leg out?
I got to see the replay again, but it's possible that he did kick that leg out. But you always know that replays can either clarify or it might not give us a direct clarification because sometimes it's always difficult, but it's always going to depend on the angle. But something tells me he did kick. But so we got a timeout, guys. 36.8 seconds remaining. 68-62 is the score in favor of the Heat. 6-point lead. We got a tight game, defensive game. Salute to the chat. It's probably a 20-second timeout, by the way. Well, actually, no, it is a full timeout. So they're actually showing the seconds remaining with the timeout. Let's go to the chat. Shout out to Jose Yepes, man. What's going on, Jose?
Jose, what's up, Jose?
He says Miami's about to sweep the Pacers. They very well may sweep the Pacers. Sorry, I got tongue tied right there with the words. G-Money says Robinson. Yeah, Oladipo's got 20. Yes, Oladipo's still trying to get into basketball shape. He's looked good in this game, despite that he's still trying to work himself back. Capella was an upgraded version of DeAndre Jordan. I would say close to it. I wouldn't say upgraded because Capella was not that beast of a rebounder like DeAndre was. So I can't really say I won't say upgraded. Miami's rushing shots and taking tough threes right now. This game feels like a 90s type game. Missed shots, rebounds, loose balls. Yeah. And a lot of people who grew up in the 90s, they love that kind of basketball. And remember, the 90s were a very slow pace. So those fast break opportunities are like rare in between when you have a game like this. And the thing is, people of today would not love this kind of game because we love offense. People complain a lot about defense, but it's like they love when the players score. So this is the era we're in. So, but if you're a 90s person, you love this kind of basketball because you got loose balls, you got rebounding, you got defense. And, that's how it is right now. So if you're a fan of 90s basketball, this is the game for you when you're looking at these two teams, the way they're playing right now. If you're not, then you might want to tune away from the TV screen and wait till the Lakers and Blazers play or watch a Clippers Maverick series because that's been nothing but offense that entire time. And Jay says he loves this type of basketball because he's an 80s guy. So there you go. You like what you like when it comes to watching basketball. So, oh wow, so they're saying TJ Warren kicked that leg out, and Nate McMillan is arguing the call. I've never seen Nate McMillan get this emotional because he's usually very even keeled as a coach. So let's see. There's a shot on Tyler Hero. Yeah, he stuck that. It looks like he stuck that leg out. Yep. So TJ Warren got called for the foul. He did stick that leg out on Tyler Hero. It showed on the replay. So Miami's going to get the ball back. So that is an offensive foul on TJ Warren.
That was huge, man. And Olynyk Bravo's big mistake. Turnover after turnover.
Miami is letting the Pacers hang around. They're not taking advantage of the opportunities right now. They're letting them hang. So Bam comes back into the game. Kelly Olynyk sits for the last 30.4 seconds. All right, so Aaron Holiday dumps it to Brogdon, who gives it back to Aaron Holiday. Then gives the ball to TJ Warren. Screen is set. TJ gets a switch. It's got Dragic on him. He drives left, kicks it out to Aaron Holiday, fakes on Jimmy Butler, drives all the way right, chooses to pass. He was out of control into Bam Adebayo, so the Pacers give the ball right back. Here comes Tyler Hero. 10 seconds. Jimmy Butler wide open. Nobody near him. They swing the ball. Goran Dragic for three, but he can't hit. That was actually a foul. Goran gets the ball, and he lays it in at the buzzer.
And that thing left his hand right before the buzzer went off.
All right, man. So at the end of three, ladies and gentlemen, the score is Miami 70, Pacers 62, right here on the Lewis Sports Network with Lewis and D. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk, basketball with Lewis and D. One more quarter to go for the Indiana Pacers season. Can they force another game and stay alive for another live to fight for another day? Or will Miami pretty much end it and wait the winner between the Bucks and the Magic, which is most likely going to be the Bucks? But man, I was looking at the chat right now, D, and I don't know about you, but Jay was saying it in the chat. I feel like the Miami Heat and the Toronto Raptors are two very similar teams. Could you imagine if those two teams meet in the Eastern Conference Finals, what kind of series that's going to be? What are your thoughts on that? If those two teams would have meet, you think we get a great Eastern Conference Finals between those two teams? No disrespect to the Bucks or the Celtics, but I'm just saying the Heat and the Raptors Eastern Conference Final. Your thoughts?
That would be great. That would be great. I think the Bucks and the Celtics would be good. I think the Celtics and the Heat would be good. Celtics and the Raptors. I don't think the only matchup that I don't really like is Bucks versus the Celtics. think that favors Milwaukee.
Yeah, because the Celtics, they don't have the size to guard Giannis. They don't really have the defender for him. And the Bucks are deep because they're a bigger team than Boston is. Boston is really the head of their monster is Tatum and Brown. And I would have said Gordon Hayward if he was healthy, being that third option, because it's clearly Tatum 1 and then Jaylen Brown 2 and then Gordon Hayward 3. But yeah, they don't have this.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, then the Raptors and the Heat, they got that defensive intensity to keep up with the Bucks, and Boston don't have that same defense they have. That's why they can't keep up with it like that.
Well, the funny thing is about these teams is that Miami has the 3-point shooting, they have the defense, and they have the versatility with guys bringing the ball up to guys being able to defend multiple positions. Then you look at the Raptors. They have size, they have good wing play, they have good guard play. They don't have a superstar player, but they also have the ability to switch on defense. I think the Raptors and then the Miami Heat are probably the two most versatile defensive teams probably in all of basketball. And the Bucks are a pretty good defensive team themselves. So they can really clamp down. Boston is a top 10 defense themselves. They just don't have the size, but they're a very good defensive team. So in the second round, you're going to have 4 of the best defensive teams in the top 10 going up against each other in the Eastern Conference. Let that sink in, y'all. 4 of the top 10 best defensive teams in the Eastern Conference battling it out. It tells you that the East has improved a bit. Maybe not still compared to the West, but still good enough. All right, so fourth quarter's just started. Miami has outscored Indiana's bench 27-3, but they only had 2 points in the third quarter, and Indiana has not scored off the bench in the third quarter. All right, the ball's given to Dub McDermott. Dub McDermott takes it to the basket. He can't hit. Rebound is to Kelly Olynyk. Here comes Tyler Hero, brings it up to the left side of the court. Fakes, goes right, goes for the layup, over. Put it a little bit too high, and he misses. Here comes Aaron Holiday for the Pacers. Right side of the floor with Iguodala, passes the ball to Victor Oladipo, gets a Miles Turner screen twice. Left-handed pass and terrible pass by Oladipo. Just wasn't seeing. Kendrick Nunn takes it all the way to the basket, and good defense by Oladipo without fouling. He can't hit the layup. The ball's given back to Oladipo, but he slips, loses the ball, regains it, gives it to Aaron Holiday, comes right back, and he'll reset. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Pacers. Victor Oladipo sets, decides to shoot a deep 3, but he can't hit. Rebound to Kelly Olynyk. Take it away, D.
Dribbles around the screen, gives it inside. Over in the corner, the Tyler Hero for 3, and he's hit, but no call on the play. And Gordon Dragic, he can't hit off the front of the rim. Oladipo picks up the rebound. Here comes Oladipo, gives it to Miles Turner. Miles Turner flips up the 3, and he gets a bounce, and he goes in. Nice bounce for Miles Turner, 65-70. Comes Gordon Dragic. Gordon goes down that side, and nice move by Gordon Dragic, but it looks like it was
goaltend. But they're saying no.
I don't think. I think that's a bad.
That's a good block. That's a good block. I don't think that should be goaltend.
It might be a good block. I don't like that challenge, bro. Like, don't waste it for that, bro. No, see, that's too close. They might not even turn that on.
Actually, no. That's they're gonna lose that challenge.
What I'm saying, and that's what I was saying. This is what my point. No, don't challenge that. Just because your players get emotional. No, it was a block. It was a block. You can't even feed into that, man. And that wasn't even important enough for him to challenge. Too much time on the clock. Just 2 freaking points. Like, play ball and play that challenge. I think coaches need to think about that.
How many challenges do coaches get per game? Is it 2? Is it 3? Like, it's only 1?
They only get 1 in the NBA. I don't think they get, like, it's not like football.
Coaches get what, 3
like one per half. They might get like one per half, but I know they don't have like 2 or 3 challenges when they won.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Miami's their spacing. If you look at their offense, they have good spacing with their set plays. And what I heard was Eric Spoelstra originally got this offense from Chip Kelly when he coached at Oregon. Because Chip Kelly likes to play the spread offense, so that's what really Miami Heat. That's what they play. They play a pace and space spread offense, and that's why I said that. For those who are saying that LeBron didn't play for a great coach, like if you look at these offensive sets, this is the same way that LeBron was able to have his best years in Miami. He played in a pace space offense. Which people don't understand. Because see, look at the cutting and look how the floor is so spaced out. And to have shooters around, which means you really can't double him because now it leaves shooters open for 3. So that's the beauty of that offense.
Chopstick, he said if Harden was a free agent, how many teams do you think would try to sign him? Damn near every team around the league. People could say what they want to say. What's up, man? People could say what they want to say, but I can guarantee you that Harden goes free agent, everybody's gonna want it. Who's gonna want him? That guy, the way he puts up points, though, there are coaches and teams that say, look, down what he can do on defense. That man puts up so many points, we gotta get it. For sure.
Shout out to Karan. Appreciate you in the chat.
Karan, I always call him, okay, I'm saying your name wrong. Karan.
Oh, he's saying where Clay Pro at? I mean, it is a tie series, but I still got the Houston Rockets winning this series. But I also said the Thunder could upset. But I said in order for the Thunder to upset this series, they got to get Game 5 against the Rockets. They got to get it. Because then the Rockets are going to have to win 2 games to win the series in 7. But the Thunder have got to get Game 5. And the Rockets, they gave that game away, to be honest with you. But kudos to the Thunder. They played great. Schroeder had 30 points off the bench. I think the Thunder had 43 off the bench, but Schroeder had 30 of the 43. So he was on. And Chris Paul also played well. So give the Thunder a lot of credit for tying the series. But the Rockets, they went away from how they played in the first 2 games that got them the first 2 wins. So we're back. Nice high-low action by the Pacers as Miles Turner gets the dunk from Justin Holiday. So that was good passing by the Pacers. And it's 72-67. All right. Iguodala with the ball. Miles Turner, what a great game. 20, 13, and 3 blocks. Nice bounce pass to Goran Dragic on the cut. And once again, the Pacers just are doing a poor job of reading their man. That space offense is really bothering them right now. Malcolm Brogdon with the basketball goes around the screen. Malcolm fakes, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Turner. He loses the handle, but Oladipo was able to recover. He's got Kendrick Nunn on him. Gets a screen. Kelly Olynyk switches. They sit side to trap Oladipo. They go to double him. Justin Holiday with the fake. Dribbles the ball. He can't find anybody. Trying to shoot it. He shoots a half-hearted shot, but he can't hit. Good Miami Heat defense. Here comes Iguodala pushing the pace. Nice pass to Kendrick Nunn, and he draws the foul on the break on T.J. Warren. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 74-67 is the score with Jimmy Butler on the bench. 9:14 remaining in this game.
Jimmy Butler. What's with Jimmy Butler and the gangs of New York mustaches?
Kendrick Nunn makes the first free throw, 75-67. Man, that's the most I've seen Iguodala grow his hair. Well, you got to remember, Karam, the Thunder were not expected to be here, so they really have nothing to lose. And like I said, I give them credit. They're playing great. I still don't think they're going to win the series. That's just my opinion. But if they do, hey, it'd be great. It'd be a great story, and I would be happy for Chris Paul getting his revenge against the Rockets. All right, take it away, D. All right, so Malcolm Brogdon shoots a three-pointer and he drains it. Oh, he drained it plus the foul, and the foul is on Goran Dragic, so he'll go for a chance for a 4-point play, and the score is now 76-70. I mean, why is he complaining? He clearly fouled him. Like, I don't understand that. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know why he's complaining, man. All right, Malcolm Brogdon shoots the free throw, and it is good. I got to say something back in D's channel. When winning rings adds to your greatness, but it doesn't define greatness. That's the problem with what people have done nowadays. They've defined it. All right, so ball is given to Bam, given to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero dumps it inside, kicks it out. Tyler Hero with the opportunity. Crosses over, shoots a jump shot on the right side and knocks it down. Looked real smooth for him. And the score is now 78-71. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon. All right, ball's given to Justin Holiday for three, but he can't hit. No, sorry. Zad, I didn't hear you for a while. So Iguodala with the ball to Bam, gives the ball to Goran Dragic. A screen is set. He dribbles to the right, shoots the jump shot with the left hand, and the same play, just like Tyler Hero knocks it down, 80-71, 9-point lead. All right, take it away, D.
Around to the ring and foul. Look like Oladipo is going to be fouled by Goran Dragic. Yep, Goran Dragic with the foul. All right, so Indiana back in with the ball. Brogdon goes down the side, kicks it back to the top. Miles Turner up top for three. Can't hit. And Bam. So Kendrick Nunn with the rebound. Gives the ball to Goran Dragic. Gordon dribbles down the side behind the back. And Bam got a foul. Nice pass by Goran Dragic. And Bam with a good break move down inside the score. 82-71. Wow. Two good moves by Goran Dragic and Bam out of foul. So here's TJ Warren with the ball. Takes it to Malcolm Brogdon. Back to TJ. TJ for three. TJ can't hit. Out of foul with the rebound. It's over to Goran Dragic. He'll bring the ball across to Miami. Goran Dragic with Holiday on the defense. Dribbles around the back and Bam screen. Steps back, shoots the jumper. Can't hit. Bam out of foul. Tries to save it, but Oladipo gets in the way of that. Here comes Oladipo full speed ahead. Drives down to the lane. Oladipo can't score, but TJ Warren picks up the rebound with the turnaround jumper and drains it. 73-82. Miami Heat. So Bam out of foul looked like he might have hurt himself when he fell. He was looking at his left shoulder. Commercial break by 73-82. Miami on top by 9. 6 minutes, 35 seconds left in this quarter.
Real quick, Jay was saying that Tyler Hero kind of reminds him of a young Mike Miller. You think that's a fair comparison to say?
Yeah, fair. I think Tyler Hero shows the potential to be a bit better than Mike Miller, though. I think that's fair.
I think so too, because he shows. I think he's got slightly better skills than Mike Miller personally. When it comes to being able to, he can shoot in so many different ways, which is what he's already shown me in somebody so young. He could potentially be an all-star.
I think he's able to create more than Mike Miller.
Yeah, he could
create his own shot for Mike Miller. Because he can handle the ball like that better ball handling skills than Mike Miller did.
Yeah, I was gonna say that he also kind of reminds me of the fact that he's one of those standstill shooters that could come off screens, but then could create his own shot in the half court. You don't see those kind of players, that often, that are known as shooters, but that they can shoot from anywhere on the floor. But on top of that, they're able to handle the ball to be able to create their own shot. You don't really see that, in the league. And Tyler Hero he's a rarity for a guy who is, known as a shooter, to be able to not only put the ball on the floor, but he's able to create his own shot while still coming off of screens, catch and shoot. And, he's still able to do that. So that's why I said that he's rare in that aspect. And I agree with you. I think he's a slightly upgraded version of Mike Miller because he can put the ball on the floor more. That's what I said that I think in the Eastern Conference, I think he has the potential to be an all-star.
Yeah, I'm going along with that. All right, so they're back on commercials. Look like Nate McGill is still talking about it. Dustin Holiday still standing up. Where else having a seat?
Oh, did he stand up to sit down?
One of those guys probably can't sit down. They don't sit down. They get stiff.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jay. I think Tyler Hero is gonna have a great NBA career. As long as he stays away from the injury bug, no injuries for Tyler Hero, he's gonna have a great career. How great? We'll have to wait and see. But I think he's gonna have a great career. I mean, I could see him playing maybe 16, 17 seasons. Oh man. Oh, okay. So he got a cut on his shoulder. Oh, that's what it is. His right shoulder hit the back of his back shoulder hit the back of, wasn't he? Yeah. All right, guys, so we're back. All right, ball's given to Ben Adebayo, given to Dragic, comes off a curl, decides to shoot the jump shot and knocks it down. You could just see the poise of Miami. They just know how to execute, down the stretch so far. They just look like the better team. All right, so Malcolm Brogdon, 84-73 is the score. Gives the ball to Oladipo coming off a screen, shoots a three-pointer, and he drains it. So 84-76 is a score, 8-point game. Take it away, D.
All right, Adebayo with the ball at the top of the key. Gets it over to Gordon Dragic. Gordon Dragic step back jumper right over TJ Warren. Gordon Dragic starting to feel it. Oladipo starting to feel it. 10-point game, 76-86. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon. Got Tyler Hero on the defense. Kicks it to Oladipo, the hot man. Oladipo over to TJ Warren. Warren comes down inside. Crazy move inside. Warren gets in the ball and the foul, so he'll go to the line. 78-86. Warren to the line to see if he can convert for three. 5 minutes and 37 seconds left in this game, guys. FanDuel gives you more ways to win. And TJ Warren drains it, so he converts on a 3-point play. Down to a 7-point game. Comes Andre Iguodala with the ball, has Holiday on defense. Gets the ball inside the Bam, and Bam blocked by Miles Turner aside. Oladipo with the ball, gives it to TJ Warren. Stolen by Jimmy Butler. TJ Warren got the ball ripped by Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is showing great defense today, guys. So Dragic with the ball at the top. Gets it over to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero takes it down inside. In the corner. And Iggy for three. Iguodala downtown with the trade back to a 10-point lead. 89-79. Here comes Oladipo. Gives the ball to TJ Warren. Over to Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon comes down, drives down on Tyler Hero. And Bam Adebayo with the block of Miles Turner. So it's Miami is trying to dig their way into this. Indiana's trying to dig their way into this. Miami's playing great defense. They're doing a good job at proof point Tyler Hero behind the line. He drives down the side. Tyler Hero with the scoop there. And Tyler Hero goes right back down and scores 9-1, 8-1. Miami's still up by 10. And Nate McMillan wants to talk about it. Man, Miami is showing up. And it's, Indiana Pacers are digging in. And they're not, they're coming with their three, but Miami is showing, like Lewis said, they're showing poise. They're not letting any of that ball in them. They're getting back down, running their offensive sets correct, and putting that ball in it. Indiana has to get some stops. They can't go take attack with Miami, and Miami has a 10-point lead. So, Miami's looking great right now. Dave Jefferson said Tyler Hero behind the freaking Leon Fox. Okay. It was already right there. Miami execution is flawless. You can make that great Pat Riley for that, yeah. You can make a great Pat Riley for that. Eric Spoelstra was there to stop Pat. Yeah, but Eric's been a good coach the whole time. So. Like, I'm pretty sure he got some tips from Pat Riley, but a lot of people gave LeBron James credit. They give LeBron James credit for everything, but Eric Spoelstra is a good coach. I've been saying he's a good coach. He kept that team together, even after losing all of that talent, man.
It's like I said before, man. I said it once, and I've said it many times. I told you the offense that Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra picked up was that pace and space offense by Chip Kelly, because he likes to play spread, and they trickled a lot of things into those plays, which is why Miami plays a great brand of basketball. They're about culture. That's a lot of high IQ players. All right, Malcolm Brogdon comes around and he gets blocked. Nice recovery by Bam Adebayo. 91-81 is the score. As we're back, Tyler Hero gets the ball from Jimmy Butler. The ball actually hits him in the face as he receives it, but he's able to recover. Gives the ball to Dragic. Dragic, nice pass to Bam Adebayo. And we got a jump ball. Nice play by Miles Turner to prevent the dunk, and was able to keep the play on the ball. So we'll have a jump ball between Turner and Bam Adebayo. But that was good. Once again, good action by Miami, but big play by Miles Turner to be able to, able to put the ball down, not let Adebayo get a chance to go to the line or get 2 points. All right, so we're just waiting for the jump. All right, waiting for the jump. Player set. Adebayo wins the tip. The Heat recover. Tyler Hero. And that's what D was talking about. Being able to put the ball on the floor. Passes it to Iguodala coming off the screen for three, but he misses the shot. Oladipo gets the rebound. It's now or never for the Pacers. Bounce pass to TJ Warren. Open for three, and he drains it. And a foul. Not a good foul by. Was that on Jimmy Butler? Did Jimmy Butler foul? Let me see. Yep, the foul's on Jimmy. All right, so the score. All right, 91-84 is the score. And he knocks down the 4-point play, so it's a 6-point game, 2-possession game for Indiana. TJ Warren starting to heat up, and we got a timeout by Eric Spoelstra with 3:32 remaining. All right, so 91-85 is the score with 3:32 remaining in this game. We have ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Pacers ain't gonna quit.
Let me ask you this, is this a broken record by the Pacers? Because didn't they just chop into a huge lead, come back, and win? Miami just put them away. Are we playing a broken record here?
Yeah, this is a broken record. Because every time they try to come back, they can't come any closer. Miami finds a way to execute the right way, and they're never able. I feel like Miami, to me, they're going to methodically take them out of this game. That's what's going to happen. And that's the difference between That's the difference between when you're always facing an opponent between to who's the better team. The Pacers can, they can put a valiant effort all they want, but they're just not good enough when compared to the Miami Heat. And Miami, they're just better at executing down the stretch. So it tells you that they exemplify what Pat Riley visions on this team, along with Eric Spoelstra. They're about execution. Like I said, they get themselves a superstar player. They are a championship team because they have all the ingredients. They're just missing that superstar to put them as a championship team.
All right, man. Ballin goes right over the top. Miles Turner, he can't hit. Jimmy Butler chopped the ball back over and gets it himself, so he gets it back in the bounds. I think they should stop giving the ball into Bam because it's like he's getting into this one-on-one with Miles Turner, and I also played by Tyler Hero to pick up that offensive rebound. So another chance by Miami. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Go and draw it to the ball. Step back jumper. Go and draw it. And hit. And another hustle rebound by Tyler Hero, and he drops it and scores. Tyler Hero doing it all for Miami right now. 93-85. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left. Here's Oladipo with the ball. Gets the Malcolm Brogdon. Tyler Hero, 15 points, 7 for 13 from the floor. Malcolm Brogdon on the wing. Also the TJ Warren screen. He's on TJ Warren. TJ Warren dunked up for the three. TJ can't hit. Iguodala comes down with the rebound. Passes it off to Dragic. Dragic to bring the ball down the court to Miami Heat. Dragic slows it down. Top of the key. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Has Malcolm Brogdon on the defense. And he gets the ball stolen. It's deflected. Here comes Oladipo full speed ahead and a reaching foul. And they say in the act of shooting, Oladipo was on the line for 2. That's 87-93. Oh, I'm sorry, 85-93. I'm already giving Oladipo points. Anthony L in the building said, "What's good, Lewis and Steve? What's good with you, Anthony L?"
Shout out to Anthony L. What's good, brother? Appreciate you coming through. Let me ask you this, D. How about the Pacers still in this game despite the fact that they've been out-rebounded by 21 rebounds, 55-34?
Yeah, that's amazing. That's why, sometimes the stats just don't tell the whole story, Oladipo does hit 3, so I think it was good plus 87-93, 6-point game. 1 minute, 50 seconds left. Here comes Andre Iguodala. Gets the ball in and Bam out of bounds. And Bam throws the ball away again. And, nice hustle by Gordon Dragic. He almost gets the ball, so Oladipo drives down in the hole. Can't hit, loses the ball. Bam out of bounds, picks it up. Gets it to Tyler Hero. Over to Gordon Dragic. Gordon taking his time with the ball, draining that clock as he should be. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dribbles around the Bam out of bounds screen, goes right down inside. This Miles Turner gets up, come off his feet, and Gordon Dragic with a nice move for the easy layup. 95-87. Here comes Malcolm Brogdon out on the wing. Jimmy Butler on the defense. He switches, gets Bam out of bounds on him. Crosses up Bam, double team. Gives it to TJ Warren, back to Brogdon for 3. Brogdon can't hit up in front of the rim. Bam out of bounds with the rebound. Under a minute. Take it away, Lewis.
All right, 95-87 is a score, under a minute remaining. Miami on the verge of moving on to the next round, getting ready to face waiting the winner of the Milwaukee Bucks series against the Magic. Here comes Goran Dragic, tries to bounce pass, but he turns it over. And they call a kick ball before they even get to advance the basketball, so the Heat will keep the basketball. That's unfortunate. That would have been 2 points. Great defense by Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, shutting off the vision of Oladipo as he drove. A nice ball fake right there by Goran Dragic, showing you the skill, putting it off the glass with his left hand, give him an 8-point lead. Big basket. So we got 41.6 seconds remaining, 14 on the shot clock for Miami. Jimmy Butler inbounds it to Bam Adebayo. Then gives the ball to Goran Dragic. Dragic gives it to Bam. Bam gets fouled. Basket won't count.
You see he hit that though, right?
Yeah. All right, so the Heat will inbound the ball. All right, Jimmy inbounds it once again to Goran, and Goran ends up getting fouled by Victor Oladipo. So he'll go to the line to shoot too.
Goran Dragic, in my opinion, gotta hit one of these. And he missed. Gotta get one of these.
How many timeouts do the Pacers have? All right, so we'll see.
Timeouts for both teams. And now one timeout for Indiana. They call a timeout here. One day, if they were going to foul, why did they wait so long? Did they want to foul Bam Adebayo versus everyone else?
I don't know why they took so long to not foul, especially because they had 2 timeouts left, and it's a 9-point game now. Well, it was an 8-point game before Dragic made 1 out of 2, so they're only down 3 possessions. They would just have to score quick, but I just don't know if I even trust Indiana to do that with the way that they've mostly played, because they've always gotten back. But anytime Miami forces them to space the floor, their defense gets exposed in their interior, and also they've been out-rebounded. So, you know, when you consider those 2 big things, it's a reason why Miami's been up for so long.
And here's a third thing. On average, it took them 3 or 4 minutes to come back from 8 points. How the hell are they going to do it in 33 seconds?
Which tells you that also the Pacers have been in a drought as well. So that's another thing to consider.
Jimmy Butler looked like a vagabond. He needs to clean that stuff up.
Well, G-Money, unless Tracy McGrady's coming on that floor, the Pacers ain't got no shot.
Tracy McGrady or Reggie Miller.
That's true, too. That's another one.
Reggie got 9 points in 17 seconds.
If Reggie could get away with any of those push-off, which he has before, then yeah, they could come back.
Malcolm Brogdon ends the game for the Indiana Pacers by throwing the ball away.
And murder she wrote, folks. That's going to do it. That is going to do it for the Indiana Pacers on that turnover. So Miami will get this sweep.
That turnover was the dagger for them.
That was it.
That just put the game out of reach. Right?
That's it. Take the brooms out.
Now you got old man Iguodala on the line, and you know he's going to hit one. Oh, no, that's Tyler Hero on the line. Actually, Miami in general is a decent free throw shoot team, and as I say that, Tyler Hero tanks. If he can make this a 10-point game.
Oh, that's another thing. That's right, Jay. Isaiah had 16 points, but it was actually 94 seconds, not 64. But I know what you mean, though. But yeah, he did score 16 in 94 seconds against the Knicks. That was in the 84 playoffs. That was
everybody got to do shit against the Knicks.
Pretty simple, man. That's how bad our team is. Everybody getting on.
Reggie Miller scored his thing against the Knicks. Mike Lee talking shit.
All right, so Nate McMillan decides to call his last timeout with 28.2 seconds remaining. This looks like it's pretty much in the bag. I honestly wouldn't have called a timeout, honestly, even though if it's a 10-point game, because I just don't see the Pacers, getting this game down. I I just think Miami is on the verge of the sweep. They're going to wait the winner of Milwaukee against Orlando on Wednesday. So they'll get a couple of days off. And that's good for them because if you look at Butler, he could try to heal up his shoulder a little bit. Same thing with Bam as well, because he injured his shoulder. Even though he got a cut, he did hit that. He did hit his right shoulder really hard a little bit earlier in the fourth quarter. So nick up some little bit of injuries that they have and get ready for the second round.
Miami take out the Bucks in 6.
All right, man. In the West, though, the only way that the West becomes even more competitive, at the very least, would have to be the Blazers tying this series up. Because if they could tie this up, they guarantee a game 6 at the very least. At the very least. So, to me, it's all on the line for the Blazers. Huh?
My dark horse team is done in the West. The Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray scored 50 points though. Wow. Oh, nice steal. And that's really done now. Iguodala is still a Oladipo. There's no need for them to stop the ball.
That's it. Let it go.
I think it was a foul call or something.
All right, so we got a foul with 14.2 seconds, but this series is over, ladies and gentlemen. So, bam, the Eastern Conference with 3 sweeps. Toronto, Boston, and now Miami over the Indiana Pacers. While the Western Conference, if the Blazers win, if they're able to win tonight, we'll have 3 series in the West tied at 2 games apiece. As Kelly Olynyk and Kendrick Nunn come in, Goran Dragic will sit down. Goran Dragic was huge in this fourth quarter, guys. Him and Tyler Hero, I think, really made big plays when it looked like the Pacers were starting to come back. But like D said, it was a broken record. It was a recurrence. Anytime they made a run, either Tyler Hero or Goran Dragic will make a big basket. And so they were never really able to come back. So now the score is 99-87, the last 14 seconds. Unfortunately, the Pacers season will end. I know they had to battle some injuries of their own that really messed up their rhythm this year, but give credit. They fought to the very end. But this is over, guys. The Miami Heat, a team that was not expected to be a playoff team this year, sweep the Indiana Pacers 4-zip and are moving on to the second round with a 99-87 win. Wow.
Hey, let me say something, guys. The damn Houston Rockets, they literally messed up a perfect day. And I even got the overs and unders right on that game. But the fact that they lost, they messed up a perfect day. I called every game exactly right on the prediction show. And the Rockets killed us. And man, that's a terrible thing.
Wow. So, all right. So Brandon says TJ Warren just walked without shaking hands. You know the beef with him and Jimmy Butler. That's going to stay there. So it is what it is on that. So that's the way it's going to go. So continuing in the chat, G Money says the Heat win their first playoff series for the first time since 2016 when they beat the Hornets in 7. Jay says the Bucks and the Heat are going to go 6 games, and I got the Heat winning unless Chris Middleton and Bledsoe step up. But I don't see that happening. This is the last time you'll see Giannis in a Bucks uniform. Now remember, guys, Giannis is a free agent in 2021. 2021. If he was a free agent in 2020, I would have said yeah, unless if Giannis would like to get traded in the offseason and if Milwaukee could find a trade partner that they would be able to trade him to. So that would be interesting to see. But if Milwaukee does not get to the NBA Finals this year, this will be the last time you will see Giannis Antetokounmpo possibly in a Milwaukee Bucks uniform. Quite possible.
What if he goes over there with Seth and Clay?
Oh, he'll be hated by the league, and and it's funny because some people have been pushing him to go there. But then if he goes, he'll be hated because it'll be like, oh, it's not fair. Steph and Clay already had Kevin Durant. Now they get Giannis Antetokounmpo. my gosh, it's like, so there's gonna be complaints, but there's gonna be a certain bias because of what it's blocking other teams, but in particular, who's in the West as well. But
I'm telling you, Giannis gonna beat the Bucks. This was gonna happen. Giannis gonna beat the Bucks. Somebody gonna drug James Dolan for the weekend. The New York Knicks gonna pick up Melo and get Giannis. Gonna be Melo, Giannis, RJ. They gonna build around them, and the Knicks going back to the championship. Then I'll wake up out that dream. Oh man, yeah, that would be cool though. What if we got Melo and Giannis with RJ down there?
well, I don't know if Melo's gonna start. Because at this point, I mean, he is starting for Portland, but at this point, it's Melo's 36. He's still got game left. But
I'm not talking about Carmelo. I'm talking about
oh, you're talking about LaMelo Ball. Oh,
yeah, I'm not talking about Carmelo. Oh, is he going? You know, I mean, I like Carmelo Anthony, but we need some young, fresh talent down there with RJ. Some good building pieces. I like the way I've been watching LaMelo Ball. I like the way he looks, man. Offensively, I think he do need to improve defensively. I will say that, but I like the way the kid looks offensively, man. It's gonna be surprisingly a problem in the league.
I mean, he definitely could. We're gonna have to wait and see with him, because a lot of people are already predicting him to fail because of what's happening with Lonzo Ball. But I feel like he's the better prospect overall. I think Lonzo's a better defender than him, but I think LaMelo brings more tools offensively than Lonzo Ball does.
For sure. That's what I'm impressed with. This kid offensively is a special talent, but I see LaMelo and he appears to be kind of lazy to me. And I'm gonna tell you now, that lazy shit, that ain't gonna make it in this league.
Well, depending on what team you're on, because if he was on a team like Miami, they're not going to take that crap. The personnel is just way too strong for LaMelo to even slack off. So it wouldn't work over there. There's just no way that's going to happen. So it's going to depend on the organization.
Easy money, hero, my hero. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate you, Nick. I missed only on the Rockets game, but if y'all listen to the other games, boom, the money. Y'all made some money.
But
all right to be back with us tomorrow, but I'm getting ready to close out over here. Boston Nick, Chopsticks, Jade. Appreciate you, Camp Ross, Miguel. Appreciate all y'all coming over and hang out with me and Lewis on Basketball Live with Lewis and D. And y'all know how I always in this thing. What about sports? Let's talk about it. Peace.